time of week when I throw my cares away. Today's when I get to see my foot-aside play. The boys and girls on my team never yielding, chasing that premiership dream. Oh, that dream. Watch them run, chase and give their all in the quest to win that important ball. I'll be there for every kick, mark, tackle, and goal, and support them when the knocks take a toll. Doesn't matter if I'm a ram, a devil, a buckaroo, a broker, or from the woods. My team will always come up with the goods. So with the team that fills my heart with pride, let's buckle up and enjoy the Hills football ride, the Hills football ride.
Hills Footy League Division 1 A-grade action certainly provided some classic contests on Saturday, most notably at Heathfield Oval. Heavy underfoot, wet conditions during the week, and at three-quarter time Mount Lofty were in control on the scoreboard, 6 goals 5 to the Rams 1 goal 12. Clint Foster was coaching for the Rams and still believed his group could charge home down the slope, and they did that, kicking 4 unanswered goals in the final term. 4 goals 5 in fact, to Mount Lofty's 1 point, to win by 5 points. Here's Clint Foster's thoughts from Saturday regarding his side's incredible victory and enables them to move back into second spot on the ladder.
So Clint, you coached yesterday obviously. What were your thoughts for the first 3 quarters for the game?
I thought the whole time we were playing the footy we wanted to play. The effort was there. We just obviously couldn't hit the scoreboard. In terms of goals, we had plenty of opportunities. So we were never stressing or anything like that. There wasn't too much we could do. And yeah, and to be honest, it's no hidden secret that we like to play fast footy and dry weather suits us better. So it was always going to be a challenge. We haven't had a wet day for probably a year and a half. So it's a good test. And yeah, we weren't able to capitalise on our early dominance in the game. So
Right, so you had 1 goal on the board at three-quarter time, trailed by almost 5 goals?
3.5, I reckon.
3.5?
I reckon it's about nearly 4. 3 goal 5, I reckon.
So what was the message to the lads heading downhill towards the club rooms?
Just maintain their efforts. Don't be afraid to take risk. Told the back line to run up hard. We put Lockie May in the middle. Obviously, just try and put your best players around the ball. Dylan Wimpress obviously kicked 2 important goals. So it was. If we still believe we can win it, there's every chance we can go down the hill at Mount Lofty.
And you did. And who kicked the match winner for you?
I think it was Dylan Wimpress, I reckon, from about 50 out. No one had managed to kick a ball more than 40 metres all day, and Dylan was able to do it in the last quarter a couple of times. So.
And what does that mean to the group?
Huge win. We just galvanised them a little bit more, especially coming into 2 buys after Uchunga. So some of the boys around the club have said it's the best win they've had since last year's flag. So it was pretty important. Our focus throughout the game was to be the ultimate team man, and they just showed that. The 21 blokes out there were the ultimate team man throughout that last quarter to get us over the line against a pretty hostile crowd too.
For sure, and a side that's obviously around the mark with you guys this year.
Yeah, we always struggle to play well there against Mount Lofty.
So you're better players, as you said. Lockie May, he started forward and went into the middle.
Yeah, wasn't playing poorly forward. Just we had to cherry a few things. Obviously, kicking 1 goal to 3/4 time, there's no point continuing the same way. So chucked him on the ball. He would have had 4 or 5 clearances himself, I reckon. Real 4-on-1s. We've got good length on the footy. And Dylan Wimpress, just obviously stood out. And I thought Sheetsy, some of his physical stuff around the contest in the last quarter was fantastic too.
Fantastic. And Sean Arney, you've also gotten the best here, Damon Hill, is that right?
Yeah, Damon was fantastic. He's a small, slight little guy, and these conditions didn't suit him, but he still managed to get his hands on the ball. Sean Arney's back in for his second game. He missed all of last year. He's a great junior at our footy club. His hardness and competitiveness around at the forward line was just unbelievable the whole game. So I suppose the efforts he put in, his last quarter wasn't huge, but he was probably knackered. But he kept us in the game for 3 quarters of the footy game.
They were leading on the scoreboard, but where did you felt maybe Mount Lofty had sort of an edge besides efficiency in the first 3 quarters?
I just felt that the important aerial contest, once it got to the middle of the ground, they were able to compete stronger than us in the air, and then they got out the back of us. That's how they got their 4 or 5 goals. They just got out the back of us without us competing in the air the way we should have. Other than that, I thought our clearance work and our intent on the footy was pretty good for those 3 quarters.
Beautifully done. Appreciate the insight.
Overall for the game, Nan had control of the possession count, 55% to Mount Lofty's 45%. They also had 53 inside 50s to Mount Lofty's 32. Mount Lofty played a consistent game, significant advantage in their ability for goals, marks and turnovers. Also, they had lower possession rate but were more effective. During the first quarter, Mount Lofty got off to a flying start with 2 goals to 4 points, yet overall possession was in favour of Nan. However, Mount Lofty had 9 forced turnovers to 2 for Nan in their favour. In terms of inside 50 efficiency in the first quarter, Mount Lofty were at 38% and Nan were at 27%. In the second quarter, Mount Lofty increased that to 67% to Nan's 54%. In the third quarter, Mount Lofty's efficiency was 29% to Nan's 22%. And in the final quarter, where Nan kicked 4 goals, 2 from Dylan Wimpress, 1 from Josh Dodd and 1 from Corey Kelly, the Rams certainly improved their efficiency, going at 56% to Mount Lofty's 25%.
This Saturday, Division 1 A-grade action. All eyes will be at Mount Barker as the hosting Barkaroos face off against arch rival the Magpies. Mount Barker, can they defeat Hahndorf for the first time since 2018, or will the Magpies continue on their undefeated reign in 2024? Let's take a look back. The last time these 2 teams faced off, it was round 3, Anzac Day at German Arms Oval in Hahndorf. On that occasion, the Magpies just scraped home by 2 points. The final score, 72 points Hahndorf, Mount Barker 70 points. 3 minutes into the game, and the Magpies started strongly with a goal from spearhead Riley Clamp. Mount Barker eased their way to their forward 50 with a stellar mark taken by Daniel Bennett and some strong defensive play, but it wasn't until the 17th minute of the first quarter that Blake Fidge got the Roos their first goal on the board, and they were up and about. Moving into the second quarter, it was the Roos who dominated. Within 3 minutes, Patrick Titterman had scored from the forward pocket, giving Mount Barker the lead. With 5 goals and an inside 50 efficiency rate of 64% compared to Hahndorf's 27%, the Barkaroos finished at half-time in front, leading 57 points to Hahndorf's 42 points, giving coaching staff and the playing group and the supporters plenty of belief heading into the second half. In the third term, Mount Barker made some early shots on goal, but just couldn't quite get the conversion rate going, with a return of 2 behinds. 7 minutes in, and both teams appeared to be frustrated with their efforts, not converting on the scoreboard. The Magpies lined up once more, only to score a behind. The Roos once again showing their strength in defensive play, Hahndorf taking control in the midfield, and the game was far from over. The Magpies finished the third term with a 1-point advantage heading into the final term. The fourth quarter, well, had it all. It was a do-or-die battle with both teams vying for that win. A strong contest led to some stellar footy, with the Roos' Blake Fidge once again taking a great mark in the forward half of the ground. However, it was the Magpies that got their first goal of the final quarter, but the Roos quickly replied with another major of their own. And during the dying stages, it was the hosting Magpies holding on by 2 points in an absolute thriller. Luke Giles, of course, won the Tommy Medal as best of field. This Saturday, we should be expecting another strong contest between the arch rivals. With the season now in its 12th round, it's do-or-die stages in the season for both sides as they aim to lock in the top 3 spot. It'll be interesting to see how the sides have changed, but one would expect that there'll be some classic strong defensive work from both sides and some signature fast footy. Can the Roos beat a team to break the Magpies' undefeated streak? Catch all the action on Filming Footy YouTube this Saturday, along with the Call of the Wild on Facebook.
Roos against birds. A tale as old as, well, Australian folklore. kangaroos can jump, magpies can fly, and both with every opportunity to tell each other that they're the best. And what better way to settle the species debate than a good old-fashioned hoof of the footy? Mount Barker have been waiting for their chance to battle against Hahndorf at their old stomping ground once again. They've opened the kitchen up, and not just for a pint today. Revenge is on the menu for the Roos after their 2-point loss earlier in the season. The question just remains, are the kangaroos hungry enough to eat magpies for lunch? To find out, live from Benson Radiology Oval in Mount Barker, your commentary team of Jeff Pistola, Ben Goldfinch and Jaden J. Hill.
Well, thank you very much for that very articulate introduction there. That's a good afternoon as we do welcome you to Benson Radiology Oval at Howard Lane for our exclusive global live stream of the Hills Football League Division 1 A-grade match, of course, between the hosting Barkaroos and Hahndorf. Round 11 clash continues the rivalry dating back to the first ever official match for premiership points between the two neighbouring clubs way back on May 17th, 1902. So 122 years of history continues here this afternoon. And of course, a big thanks to the Call of the Wild stream media supporters, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Dartfish, together with HFL partners, naming rights sponsor Worklocker, Mount Barker, Closey Supermarkets, Sports Power, Sharon, the Courier newspaper, Think Road Safety and Sports Centre. And of course, today we acknowledge the valuable sponsors of the respective clubs. Mount Barker, of course, Benson Radiology, Cube Logistics, McDonald's Mount Barker 4x4 Centre. And for the Hahndorf Football Club, Harcourts, Adelaide Hills, Rossdale Homes, Hogan Insurance Solutions, Haig and Menzel Contractors. So all was set here for another enthralling contest at a packed Howard Lane venue. Magnificent winter weather here in Adelaide Hills. It was -2 during the week on some mornings, but I tell you what, it's not too bad at the moment. Sun's out, a little bit of cloud in the sky now, and the ground has come up magnificent after a bit of downpour last week's games. They've done a very good job, the curators, this week. So all in readiness for that. So once again, joined here by the great man, Benny Goldfinch. Good afternoon, Benny.
Hello. Here I am. Sorry, I'm out
Fantastic.
hanging with. I'm just playing with the magpie out the front here, Pistols. There's a magpie flapping around. So sorry, I was off doing my own thing there for a while in the sunshine here. No, very much looking forward to this contest today between the Roos and the Pies, as the introduction man said. Big contest. Haven't seen Mount Barker win here against Hahndorf since 2018. So let's see if they can break that drought today, as we've just seen the end of the reserves. Hahndorf winning 6-6 to Mount Barker at 3-3. We've got a special NAIDOC week or Indigenous round festivities happening pre-match. So better introduce this man.
Yeah, of course, as we said, the man who will be heading out, and the man who figures it all out, whatever it is. Hello to Jaden J. Hill.
Cheers, thanks, Pistols. Going to be a cracking game of footy between these two sides. Like you said, a beautiful day for football, and well, hopefully it's a bit closer than the average margin between the two sides since 2010. It's 49.86, and interestingly, the average margin between the two sides since 2010 in Mount Barker is actually 49.85, so around the same,
that's
same margin. Yeah, yes, it is. So be interesting to see how Hahndorf go against Mount Barker today. They averaged 10 more points against the Barkaroos, so Hahndorf averaged 77.93 and the Barkaroos averaged 67.67.
And of course, rounding out the crew today, the master producer and astute voiceover man, Tommy Hills, and of course Rowett shooting all the usual great filming footy vision. So all in readiness here. As we said, a perfect day for football here in, mid-July, early July in Adelaide Hills. I said bit of rain, bit of frost, etc. during the lead up in the week, but beautiful conditions today.
I've got to say, two Pistols, we're live on Filming Footy YouTube, Call of the Wild Facebook page, Hills Football League Facebook page, and also Lofty 88.9 FM live and local across the Adelaide Hills.
Fantastic. It's our man Jaden, because he's all over everything. He's just heading out there to try and give some
I might head out as well.
audio.
Just a bit
Benny
of few
can go
images.
there. So the boys are heading out there for what's, as we said, NAIDOC week starting. So both sides wearing their Indigenous designed strips. I think David Booth is going to be involved here, as he normally is with a lot of clubs around the hills, to do a welcome to country ceremony. But in the meantime, we've got to thank our awards, of course, the iconic Most Effective Player Award, Archie Dartfish Beanie and the Archies, and of course snag of the day for the best gold, $25 coming to you from Lowe's Meat Company as the two teams just lining up, being joined by the reserves players. As said, NAIDOC week. Hahndorf's jumpers designed by past male medalists and obviously Sturt and West Torrens Eagles Sandford Premiership player in Matt Cooper. So we'll just take you downstairs for the ceremony.
Today we celebrate our Indigenous round in recognition of Paramonk people, our local community here in the Adelaide Hills, and in recognising NAIDOC week. I think I'd like to introduce Imbala Dance Group, who are going to do our Welcome to Country.
G'day everyone, my name is Kyle Sampson Booth. I'm a direct bloodline descendant of the Paramonk people, whose traditional lands are primarily located here in the Adelaide Hills. This land stretches as far down as the Flurio Peninsula, Tanunda and Manam areas. Paramonk are at the centre point of trade between neighbouring groups. I'd like to acknowledge and pay my respect to the Nudgeri, the Ghana, the Nungaraki and the Narkat people. I'd also like to pay my respects to elders past, present, future, young emerging representatives and leaders of culture. And it is my privilege to welcome you all here today on Paramonk Water. So what we'd like to share with you today is a warming dance, and this dance pays respect to fire. It seems soothing, doesn't it, in this cold weather? So this dance does not only pay respect to fire, it pays respect to the ancestors for the knowledge that have been passed down, and pays respect to the land for what it provides for us. This is World. Next dance we would like to share with you is paying respect to our boomerangs. There are over 50 different types of boomerangs and over 500 different language groups. And in this dance, we pay respect to north, east, south and west, for the boomerang was used all across Australia. These are our Kalis. This is Karamara. Thank you guys for inviting us out here today to share a bit about our culture. And I hope you all enjoy the footy and have a lovely rest of the day. Thank you.
So there we have, as we said, NAIDOC week starting here for the Adelaide Hills Footy League. Two of the clubs playing here this afternoon, Mount Barker and Hahndorf, just showing their respects with a bit of a ceremony there. So a couple of dancers putting us in the theme of the occasion. So also the occasion is the annual Rossdale Cup challenge between the two clubs. So I think Hahndorf, current holders of the cup, I think they have for a few years now. So Mount Barker will be keen to see if they can wrest it back from them. I think the cup and also some prize money through the sponsorship of Rostow, who we mentioned also sponsor of the Hahndorf Football Club. So we thank them very much for their involvement here. So the boys are back from that entertaining interlude. So boys, anticipate encounter here, both attacking sides. Actually, Hahndorf has scored just 14 more points at this stage than Mount Barker, Jade, but the Magpies have conceded 155 points less. So a big test defensively today for the Barkeroos.
Yeah, it will be, and well, with Hahndorf's forward line, so they've scored 93, 79, 88, 89, 122 in their last 5 games as well. So in every game this season, they've scored more than 70 points, which is a pretty good effort, to be honest, especially in the last couple of weeks with the hard conditions. So, having
said that, though, they are missing the competition's leading goal kicker today, in Riley Clamp, out injured. Could be out for a couple of weeks. Leads on 40 goals for the season. So they've got a bit of a recast forward line here. I believe Matthew Jentsch may well be up. The Ben Salt, who's been also in defence, so it'll be interesting to see. As we have the toss of the coin in the moment, Life member Graham Wilson is conducting it, life member of Mount Barker Footy Club, so he is taking part in that. So, yes, entertaining game. Selections, thoughts?
Yeah, well, just going to some stats here. Pistols, 140 points Mount Barker scored when we were last year against the Chunga. They also scored 134 points in round 7 at home as well. So they definitely know how to score big at the Benson Radiology Oval as well. So their forward line as well, Mount Barker, you spoke to the man, Jordan Houlihan. They've got a pretty good forward line, Mount Barker.
And also be remiss of us not to mention the officials today, and of course the sponsors for the umpires: Cherry Glen Osmond, Mount Pleasant Butcher, Sterling Hotel, Mortgage Choice through Matt Adam, Appel, and Sports Power Mount Barker. Of course the go umpires using the Cherry Glen Osmond flags here this afternoon. And Jaden, you just want to run through the officials here today?
Yeah, so the field umpires, Scott Bowe and Bruce Dawes, and then the boundary umpires are Jackson Schulz, Riley Connor and Harry Schulz, and also Harrison Connor as well. So we have a family affair there. And then with goal umpires, you got Robin Crompton and Alan Christian.
Well, I've just seen Mount Barker's co-captains win the toss. Billy Stokes and Jordan Houlihan, they have won the toss and will kick towards the Wellington Road end, or the left of screen.
Shout out to our man Andrew Ozalek, of
yes,
Pistols, and also
Phil Heinrich,
who are tuned in, I believe,
Barrow Creek, is that right?
From Barrow Creek.
Yep, in the Northern Territory, just north of Alice Springs. Been to Barrow Creek pub a long time ago, Benny.
I think they're watching from the Barrow Creek Hotel.
Yep, fantastic.
That's what it's all about.
Phil, life member of the club, and also obviously past coach, player, and of course Sturt, SANFL Premiership player.
Let us know where you're watching today or listening in from on the different streams.
And of course the great man Andrew Ozalek, the holds the records of the most goals kicked by a Mount Barker A-grade player at Mylor Oval, among other things. Jaden Joe, there's a stat for you.
Yes, I like it, Pistols, I like it. So there you go.
So as Benny Goldfinch says, let us know where you're tuning in, and what hopefully should be a very good game of football between, as I said, 122 years these two sides have been going at each other officially. So always an entertaining contest, bragging rights on offer, Ben.
Yes. As I said, the Roos haven't won here against Hahndorf since 2018. In fact, they haven't beat Hahndorf since 2018. One of Hahndorf's rare minor round losses.
Well, bear in mind, not a lot of the sides have.
No. So, but the Roos, very confident today. Up and about. They need a good start. They've got the forward line, as Jaden said, to challenge the Magpies. And, of course, no Riley Clamp. So let's see what Hahndorf can do.
And, of course, in the ruck, no Lockie Huxtable.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see if ever they're going to get him. As I might have mentioned earlier, this is a great opportunity today. The Roos on their home deck, as you can see by the vision. Fantastic day. Here we are, the first July match in Adelaide Hills. As I said, during the week, a little bit frosty, downpours. In fact, this ground last week was waterlogged, but look at it today, it's pristine conditions. Umpire Dawes jumping around like last week, he would have disappeared knee deep.
Up and about, didn't he?
Yeah. So, size just moving out of positions. As I said, Mount Barker will be working towards the left of Screen Wellington Road end here at Benson Radiology Oval.
Jaden, I'll tell you how beautiful today is. We've got Ritz cream and onion crackers and some what do we got there? Some dip.
Yeah, French onion dip.
It's like we're calling from a picnic.
We are. Well, it's picnic weather out there.
Melbourne Football Club vibes here with the cheese platter.
In fact, a few people, we've got the deck chairs out in front of us, got the eskies, got the sandwiches, so why not join them? So we're underway here. Round 12 action, important game. Two rivals clashing. So Parker Bowles up, ball comes down to Callens, dispossessed. Parker Bowles follows up nicely, gets to Williams, gets the first kick of the contest towards the 50. Here's Salt, move forward for this week, gets the ball out wide. Roscoe Gargo Brooks gets the ball, gets out to a teammate there. Possession football by the Roos, puts it up the line. Ball spills the ground level there. Wing hard there's Aitchison. Billy Stokes gets one of his early possessions. Finally cleared up the line, bouncing ball. Coming to meet it strongly is Big Hines. Ball deflects here. Pushing the ball forward is Jake Orrick.
Yep, kick forward for the Roos. Good early signs. In defence, though, is Grivell mopping up defence for the Magpies. Both sides wearing their Indigenous-themed Guernseys. Of course, the Hahndorf one designed by Matt Cooper. I think the Mount Barker one was the one designed by Dave Booth and a collection of locals. And in the meantime, it's a free kick here for the Roos.
Is it, I think? Yeah, it is Geordie Hurley, and he doesn't look in a good way, the skipper, co-skipper.
Is he all right?
Just a little bit gingerly.
Hopefully he's all right for the Roos' sake.
It's 36 goals for the season, second in the goal kicking. As we said, Clamp, the leader, not playing today, so a chance. Let's hope he's all right.
No, he's coming off by the looks of it. I think he's given the ball to the teammate. So we'll keep an eye on Houlihan. Kick forward, wedge shot style. 30 metres out from goal. Ball cleared out, kick towards the middle of the ground. Opportunity for Salt wearing the long sleeve Guernsey for the Magpies. Here's a chance for Mount Barker to go forward. Deep inside attacking 50. Grivell, can he mop up or would he fast finish here? Oh, look at the bounce there. I think that was Cochelle trying to have a shot there, Pistols, and Magpies will try and clear here.
Yeah, out towards the cricket net pocket side. Good pressure applied there by Orrick. Ball over the line and definitely... yes, perhaps a interchange that he wants so early in the game, where their leading spearhead is off after 2 minutes. So throw in, ball cleared away there by Trenord and high kick towards the wing area. Salt camped under it, pushed under the ball cleverly there, bouncing ball. Good body work there by Blake Fidge, rep player earlier in the season, former Manham boy. Apparently he is the master of the different haircuts in the club, we heard during the week. So ruck duel. Parker Bowles arrives late. Giles gets it down nicely to a teammate. Comes back here to Aitchison. Meanwhile, down behind play, looks like there's been a free kick paid. There's a Hahndorf player getting up, looking a little bit of trouble. There is Braden Hopgood, the skipper.
Yep, so Kleinick goes back into the middle. So free kick for Billy Stokes for Mount Barker. Smack bang in the middle of Benson Radiology Oval. Kick inside 50. No Houlihan down there at the moment. I think he's still off the ground after an early injury. Meantime, clearing kick from half back line for the Magpies through Hopgood into space. Yench. Ball's bouncing. Here's a chance. Snap it, goal.
Matthew Yench.
Thanks very much for coming. Hemmed in the pocket there. Good stuff. Matthew Yench on the board early for the Pies, and they go end to end with the first goal, Jaden.
Yeah, well done to Hahndorf there. So they're second inside 50 and already a score on the board for them. So 6 kicks, 4 handballs and 1 mark to the Magpies. 10 kicks and 4 handballs there to Mount Barker. So pretty efficient there by Hahndorf.
So the silky skills of Matthew Yench have been deployed up forward this week, as I said, with the absence of Clamp. So the former Crow, I think he kicked 9 in the game last year.
I reckon Houlihan's day's done. He's got a taped up left hamstring there.
Okay, so back in the middle. Tamed by Trenorden off hands. Also, and there's Callensby. Good to watch their duel this afternoon. Comes out the hop. Good to see him to recover from that head not a minute ago. Puts it forward. Jumped to take a mark there. Here's the Salt. Send us the ball nicely towards Williams. Good defensive spoil. Ball played on. No. Comes in the hands here to young man and Benson. It's around the corner.
Missed.
And just curls away for a minor score. So Hahndorf 1-1. Rouge yet to get on the board here.
I reckon his day's done. Jordan Houlihan.
Should be
I have been known to get things wrong before, but I think he's got that taped up now. Keep an eye on it. Meantime, kick in here from the Roos, from the defensive area. Sun is certainly out today, that's for sure.
pleasant conditions here.
Ball on the outer side now. That's Jaden outlined. Good umpiring group today. See how they go in the conditions. Ball shoveled out. Snap round the corner there for the Roos by Samuel Callens. Mopping up a defence. Handball over the top by the Magpies. Grivell. Check side kick up the wing. Big Luke Giles, I think it was, got the clearing kick. And here's a chance now for Kobe Koshel Pistols just around from the Roos coaching staff.
So the Kangaroo Island product puts it forward. Off hands Hayden. Batter to a big Hines. That'll be a good duel this afternoon. Ball goes to ground. Stacks on the mill. So a balmy 12 degrees. Actually feels a little bit warmer than that with the sun out. But as we said, fantastic conditions here for football in Adelaide Hills here this afternoon. Ball comes down here. Hahndorf, Williams getting involved there. Ball eventually ends with Trenorden. Trenorden goes wide up towards the wing area. Getting back there over the head. Mount Barker player. Ball fed out there. Prensler getting involved. Kick smothered there. Out over the line. So quick flow football from each end of the ground. As said, Hahndorf with the two scoring shots, 1-1. Barker yet to score here on the Call of the Wild. Coming to you for filming footy. Ball comes down there. Ruck contest. Big Giles goes to ground under a weight of a couple of tacklers, one being Hopgood, the Hahndorf skipper, also Tripodi, the former skipper. And the ball up will take place through umpire doors.
Yeah, half forward line, bit of shade over that side of the ground. Here's a chance for the Roos. Clearing kick out of defence. Race in two. And it's gone out of bounds.
See the sun shining off the windows there, just gives you an idea of the bright conditions here at the moment.
So boundary throw in, outer side. Magpies first on the board through Matthew Yench. So both sides missing their spearheads, it looks like, for today, with Jordan Houlihan off the ground and Riley Clamp not playing. So let's see who can stand up. As I said, Yench got the first one for the Pies. Mount Barker have gone forward a few times. Here's a chance for Hahndorf, though, through Sam Williams. He got the best on-ground medal in the Courier Cup final win against Nan. He goes inside 50. Brooks over the top, brings it to ground level. Can they get some crumbing work? Yes, they can. Geordie Aitchison, I think it was. Thumping kick into the middle of the ground. Good work there by Damien Hines. Tries to flick it on. Here's a race in two. Joel Leake missed the first part of the season with a hamstring injury. Nice handball to Joel Parker Bors away from Daniel Bennett. Works the ball to the half-forward line. Salts the target in the long sleeve, and it's gone out of bounds.
So good free-flowing football, as you expect. Unbeaten competition leader, and another side challenging for a top three berth. So ruck duel. Giles takes the ball out of air. Gets a handball to Callens. Quickly boots it forward. Leak. Post to Bennett's. Ball comes to ground. Chipping in there close to the boundary line.
Look, children on the boundary line
So
here.
Oric,
Look out for them.
of course, crossing over this year. 2022 Premiership player with Lobethal. So throwing will take place right in front of Rowett, our cameraman. So Giles works towards the front, gets the tap down. First on Hopgood, under pressure from Callens, and then Oric. So double banger tackle there by the Roos. Takes the Hahndorf skip at the ground. Umpire Scott Bow will come in and recommence play. So Giles double hands it. Ball out the side. Williams working hard. Also at ground level for the Roos. There's Kleinig. Ball kicked out, but by the Roo Burger Barbecue Shed out over the boundary line. So resultant free kick will go to the Barker Roos.
So the Roos. Kick goes inside 50. Hines with the target. Beautiful crumbing there by Houlihan. Alex variety. Snap round the corner, and that's gone through for a minor score. In fact, it's gone out of bounds. Touched the padding. So last touch. Free kick here for Hahndorf, I believe, in the back pocket. Or is it? No, it's boundary throw-in.
Yeah, so the Academy boy. Assisted by goal umpire Alan Christensen there. So Rucks Gabba. Looks like it might be Big Hines doing the ruck work. Looks like you go on a post, grabs the ball out of there, quick handball, smothered. Comes out the back door. Williams feigned the ball more, so he gets a barrier to barrel, gets some distance in that kick, getting back there. Roos defence, clever tap on there. Sees the Roos. Giles gets involved, gives it back to the teammate, kicks the ball long. Landon, bouncing ball, gathered there. Hayden comes out the back door, here's Koshel, around the corner and just hits the post, but I tell you what, that would have been an early candidate. Snap round the corner, but minor score, so the Roos this time had their first score on the board. They're one behind. Hahndorf 1-1, and we've played just come out to 10 minutes first term here on the Call to Wild, filming footy.
So Joel Parker Boys to bring the ball in from Hahndorf. They lead at the moment, thanks to the Matthew Jensch goal. Kick out towards the interchange bench for the Roos, with Jordan Houlihan off since the opening couple of minutes. Outside 50 here for Mount Barker. Kicking towards the
Wellington Road end.
Left of your dial, left of the screen. They're getting a few repeat forward entries, and we'll go to Jaden shortly. It's a free kick here for Hahndorf. Sam Williams starting to mop her up.
Great
nice kick in the middle of the ground, and they look like they're on here through the middle.
Yeah, ball goes long, forward. Good use of the body there by the Roos. Ball comes out here. Quick kick away there. Benson, I think that was Ethan Field. Good tackle applied there by Grivell, but infringed his opponent. So the Roos just on the edge of the cricket pitch with the ball. Puts up nice towards Callens. Hopgood and Callens, that'll be a good battle this afternoon. As I said, Callens gets the ball out to the run of a teammate, puts it forward. That was actually Jackson Field. Clearing point by Parker Bowles, Joel Parker Bowles. Clash there quite on the wing. Tripodi chases down the ball, but runs out of tarmac, so ball out of bounds.
Jaden J. Hill.
Well, just to start about Matthew Jensch's goal. So on Wednesday, it marked 3 years since he scored a goal against Mount Barker. So there you go. It's been over 3 years since.
Happy anniversary. Grivell coming in hard there. Also was Ulrich. Big clash there. Houlihan and Zalek gets out, but finally Grivell recovers. Puts the ball forward towards Salt. 2-on-1 now. The top Roscoe Brooks. The drill bit gets it back door nicely. Stolen there for the Roos. Puts it back from whence it came, but taking the defensive mark. There is James Kemp in his second game of senior football, A-grade football for the Pies.
Yeah, he goes backwards to Trenorton. Trenorton outside of the boot. Switches play out to Sam Hayden from the Hahndorf defensive area. So Hayden, I think he's opposed to Hines. Meantime, low warning kick. Patient build up here by Hahndorf. Looks like Joel Parker Bowles with the laser-like pass out towards the outer side wing, and that's gone out of bounds. We've got a bit of time here. Jaden, over to you. What are your thoughts at the head towards the 13-minute mark?
Yeah, so, 9 inside 50s to Mount Barker, 8 to Hahndorf, so pretty even in that stat. Very even in the kicking stat too. 28 kicks to Hahndorf, 26 to Mount Barker there. So pretty even stats there, really.
Ball still being retrieved. Down at Mount Barker High School. I think this might be Hammy and the Gecko with a resultant free kick, Benny.
Tom Worthley, yep. Meantime, he goes past coaching staff of Mount Barker. Higher leap there was Koshel. Good mark for the Roos. Just need a bit of cleaning up work here as they go inside 50 now. So who's down there? It's a one-on-one contest. Hines was the target. Good work there by Leak. He goes to ground. We've got a bit of cloud cover for the time being. That won't last long because it's only one cloud floating across the sun. And it's taken there by Callens. So Callens, half forward line for the Roos to give them an opportunity here.
Only the 3 goals for the season to the 2022 mile medalist.
He's backing himself in by the looks of it. Last year's best player in the country championship for the victorious Eastern Zone team.
That's multiple Mount Barker best and fairest Murphy medal winner as well.
So Callens, you back him in to wedge it right to the goal line. Hines was the target. It was a meat and a sandwich. Over the back, here's Houlihan. Bit zippy early. Alex Variety, that's holding the ball. Bruce Dawes says he sees it that way. So a free kick here for Hahndorf, and it's going to go to Joel Leak.
So Leak back in the side, as Benny Goldfinch said. First game since round 6, so a long time out for him. Ball up the line. pack of players. Deflected forward around the corner. Billy Sturks. Bit of a barrier-to-barrel kick up towards Hines. Also getting involved there was Cashel. Ball spills free. Hahndorf defence run out. Parker Barzai cleverly sidestepped but couldn't get clear. Was Bussence. Run down. Ball forward there. Good use of the body there by Woody Drummond. But also equally good work by the Roos. Puts the ball over the boundary line just up from coach Lackaby. As he side trails one behind to 7 points on the board. We're coming up to 15 minutes played here in the first term. Adelaide Hills Football League action.
Half forward line for the Roos. They're getting the ball inside 50, but at the moment Hahndorf's defence holding up well. Here's another opportunity through Callens. Just got to lower the eyes once again. Hines was the target. Joel Parker-Bore's courageous mark.
He was against the flow. One in the chops too by the looks of it.
So Bennett's is down there, Koshel's down there, Hines is down there, no Jordan Houlihan. They can't quite get that target at the moment, the Roos, inside 50. So Joel Parker-Bore's, and he's found a teammate out there.
So Hahndorf with the ball. Right back flank area. Then that was both sets. Puts it up line to teammate. Woody Drummond, I think this is. Drummond will go back to Bussence in the 1-2. Knocking up the stats here. So no real advancement out of the forward 50 from Mount Barker yet for Hahndorf's defence as they'll come across the ground back to Hayden. He'll try a commentary side to break the game up a bit. Goes long. Target out here is Leak. Oh, tries a half volley. Well done. Gets the handball off to the skipper. Hopgood. He'll go long towards centre arm forward. Getting back there is Salt. Eyes on the ball and takes a very good mark.
Can play at either end of the ground. Of course, last year played for the SA in the country championships in Perth.
He's done a bit of volleyball, done a bit of minor county cricket, as you said, can play either in the ground and can play anything.
He's gone to long sleeve today.
Traditional, I think, you'll find.
Yep. Oh, 25. Bit of chirp, was there? Oh, hang on, what's going on? Turnover.
Place turned over. Wow.
Interesting. I'll have to watch that
Did
again.
it take too long to kick? I don't know. We'll have to watch your decision. It was Landon with the ball.
Meantime, Alex Houlihan takes the mark, half-back line for Mount Barker. He's been pretty active up the forward line for the Roos. It's a very sunny day today. Kick into defensive 50, so trying to get the ball going here to Roos with some patient passing. Eventually they find a teammate here through Joels. Stokes. Stop-start footy. Roos like to use it quickly at the moment. Just slowing it down. Trying to pinpoint passes. Bennett's is the target. That's a good pass and that's a good mark. Yeah, next kick's important, Pistols.
Is indeed. So Bennett's the pass. Blackwood Premiership player puts it forward. Here's an important kick looking for Big Hines. Ball comes to ground. Trying to come up there was Aitchison, but Hahndorf, Kleeman up the line finds Salt. Goes in ball with the handball towards Trenorden. Also coming through was Leak. Chaos ball at the moment comes back to Salt under pressure there.
Oh, vision.
Kleinig, but fortuitously finds Williams. Oh, clever as he got around Aitchison there. Gets some spare space, puts it up. Oh, push off the ball there.
Xander.
Play on to the umpire. Towards the leader, Yench. Comes to hands there. Roos defence so equal to the task. Follow up though, still not out of danger. High kick towards the corridor.
Almost a juggler.
Mark, almost a juggling mark there. Held in there, going to ground. So desperate defence there. Has he paid a holding the ball? Yes, has. Umpire Scott Bowe. So we thought Mount Barker out there, but just the tenacity of this Hahndorf forward line to hold the ball in.
Yeah, it's Prensler.
So the young man, first senior year, has actually kicked 22 goals this year. Benny, of course, was a HFL rep, so pretty good debut season.
Got a shot at goal here.
In fact, their second highest goal kicker for the season. That's a good tally for the young man.
It's a goal. Hahndorf respond to the Roos forward entries there, Jaden. I'm sure the stats would back up that Mount Barker might have had a bit of control there for a period.
Yeah, you're right. So 14 inside 50s Goldie to Mount Barker, 10 for Hahndorf. 44 kicks though to Hahndorf, 38 for Mount Barker. Marks 9 to Mount Barker, 17 to Hahndorf. The handball 17 to 8. So Hahndorf are leading the disposals there, but yeah, interesting that Mount Barker have had more inside forward 50 entries than Hahndorf at the moment.
So a fluctuating period there of 16 minutes with either side attacking, but Hahndorf getting the chocky. So back in the centre, ball comes down to Callens, locked up in the cricket pitch area. Umpire Dawes paying close attention, says no prior, so I'll ball it up.
Yep. Smack bang in the middle of Benson Radiology Oval here in a sunny Mount Barker. It's Hahndorf leading 2-1, Mount Barker 0-1. Jordan Houlihan off the ground since the first minute mark. Looks like a free kick here for the Roos. The throw. So a little patient passing game. Not quite coming off here. Trenaughton turnover. Hopgood. Low worm burner inside 50. Is Yench lurking around here? Well, here's a chance. Sweeping handball out top for the Roos. Pop-up pass. Might come off. No, it won't. It's a turnover. And popping in there beautifully with a turnover for the Magpies as their captain, Braden Hopgood.
So, Hopgood yet to kick a goal this season. Played most of his campaign in the midfield, setting up forward attack. So here's the opportunity to get on the scoreboard. Got the distance.
He's got the accuracy.
He's got the accuracy, so
good start by Hahndorf.
good time to kick your first goal for the season. So Hahndorf, second goal within 2 minutes. So just starting to creep away here. 3-1 to 1 behind, Jaden J.
Yeah, 46 kicks to 40. That was their 11th inside 50 for Hahndorf. Leading by 18 points. Just, yeah, Mount Barker there just trying to really go in the corridor with that kick and didn't come off. Well, good defensive work there by Braden Hopgood to intercept there and kick truly.
So Mack in the middle. Giles in ruck for the Roos. Zabian Parker-Bors in there for Hahndorf. Of course, Hahndorf without their ruck stocks today, so Zabian doing a bulk of the rucking. Testing their depth. So far, so good. 18-point lead. Giles in ruck once again. Parker-Bors coming over the top. Out of side. Here's a chance for Geordie Aitchison. Ball flicked out to the wing. Tries to go and get it himself again. Clever underground hand pass. Here's a chance for Mount Barker. Smothered though beautifully. Round the contest. Mount Barker once again through Callens. Underground handball. Inside 50. Mopping up in defence is Grivell. Good link-up play here from Hahndorf. Keen to move it on quickly as Joel Parker-Bors out of side. 1-on-1 contest sulked. And it's gone out of bounds.
Good defensive work there by Jackson Field. Put the ball over the boundary line, right under the scoreboard. Which reads Hahndorf 3-1, Roos 1 behind. So 18-point margin, 3 straight kicks in favour of the Magpies. So ball toss, Parker-Bors, Giles. Strip gets it down nicely to the Gecko. Worthley comes out here to Houlihan. Gets the ball back to the run of a teammate. Come inside 50 here. Big Hines lurking at the back of the pack. Gets a sit. Spills the mark. Oh, nicely Crumb there close to the line, but unable to keep the ball in the playing arena. And over the boundary line. So we'll see if the Roos can get a late goal here. So we've ticked over, coming up to 23 minutes played. So you expect a quarter time in the offering shortly. So it'll be the big man Hines. Zabian Parker-Bors. Bodywork. Hines flicks it forward. Taken there by Aitchison. Zorb gets it towards Stokes, but good defensive play by the Magpies. Locks the ball in at ground level. And umpire Bow will come in and ball it up right by the light tower there in the right forward pocket towards the Wellington Road end.
So ball up situation, half forward line. Here's an opportunity for Barker to try and extract it from the contest. Just having a look out the side here. Henry Kleinig just in some bit of space. He's opposed to Xander. Once again locked up. Houlihan the tackler. Alex Variety. 3-1 Hahndorf. Mount Barker 1 point. 23, just ticking over to 24 minutes now. And that's Out of bounds, boundary throw in.
Good crowd in the house. You can see a few utes and vans backed in. Everyone enjoying the sunshine here. It's a beautiful day for football here.
So half forward line, ruck contest, ground level. Hahndorf looking to clear the ball here. Now Barker trying to get the ball forward. Ground level, here's Grivell trying to soccer it on. Eventually the handball comes out, snap round the corner, gains a bit of meterage there on the wing. Big pack forming across the side. Snap, it's socketed towards the boundary line there by James Kemp, so that'll be last touch, and a free kick here for the Roos, out of side.
So half-back flank area for the Roos. Coaching box side sets the ball up high. Big Giles lumbers at the back of the pack. Bennett's got a handball, but intercepted nicely there. I think that was Grivell. High kick defensively for the Pies. Good grab by Salt, who's certainly starting to make a influence here, but the siren's gone. He's going to try a blighty here as he kicks it, but no such result. So that will be the end of the action as far as the first quarter goes. So Hahndorf going into quarter time with pretty handy break. 3-1 to the Roos, 1 behind. Jaden J.
Yeah, well, good quarter of footy there. Mount Barker had their chances at times. 16 inside 50s for the Roos, 41 kicks, 16 handballs and 9 marks. So that rounds out Mount Barker's stats. And then you've got Hahndorf's stats, 51 kicks, 21 handballs and 19 marks and 11 inside 50s for the Magpies. And it also marks their 12th consecutive first quarter victory against Mount Barker as well. So they've won the last 12 first quarters against the Roos.
And of course, you're on the call of the while. We must thank the match day sponsors for the Mount Barker Football Club: Benson Radiology, Cube Logistics, McDonald's Mount Barker, and Mount Barker 4x4 Centre. And for the Hahndorf Football Club, Harcourts, Adelaide Hills, Hogan Insurance Solutions, Haig and Menzel's Contractors, and of course Rossdale Homes. And the two sides here playing for the Rossdale Cup trophy and prize money, which is the annual event between the two sides. So at this moment in time, it's Hahndorf with the nose in front, 3-1 to 1 behind. So we'll just take a short break and be back here for the second quarter here on the Call of the Wild, coming to you through filming footy from Mount Barker in the Adelaide Hills.
This is the Hills Footy League Match of the Day.
Hi, this is Sean Tate, and you're always up to speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the coverage of Hills community football here.
Hi, this is World Cycling Champion Annette Edmondson, and the coverage of Hills football is always gold here.
Hi, this is Adelaide Crows AFLW draftee Zoe Prowse, and you're listening to my top pick when it comes to the Adelaide Hills community football coverage.
Hi, my name's Kevin Cheney, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
And welcome back live to Benson Radiology Oval in Mount Barker. Hills Football League Division 1 round 12 action. Hahndorf and Mount Barker at the moment. As you can see, Hahndorf 3-1 leading Mount Barker 1 behind. And not only do we have, people tuning in Northern Territory, but also globally. And big hello to, the man who's the logo expert. Does a bit of plumbing on the side too. Of course, the great man, Keith Skin White. No doubt sitting with a pint of Guinness. He kissed the Blarney Stone the other week, so he's over there in Ireland, Benny.
Dublin.
Dublin.
Shout out to Keith.
Yeah, so trust you're enjoying the live stream over there, the great man, Keith White. So no doubt he'll be happy with the pies in front at the stage as they started the second term. So Parker Byles versus Giles. Parker Byles gets the balls down. Favours Stokes, gets to a teammate there, inclining high kick, goes high and it goes longer. Parker Byles involved again, does groundwork, finally got the hop, good high kick forward inside the forward 50. Salt was the target, ball spills off, crashing through Roscoe Brooks there, the drill bit man, goes to ground under pressure there. So first forward entry of the term goes in favour of the Magpies, kicking to the left of the screen in this term.
Yep, let's see how they go here. The Magpies kicking to the left of the screen, or left of your dial. Mount Barker had plenty of forward entries in that first quarter. Couldn't get the all-important goal on the board. Here we go. Leak versus the Gecko. Nice work by Joel Leak. Bit of shimmy time. Handball inboard. Callan's mopping up. Kicks it out towards us. Finds Worthley. So Worthley striding past us. Lace out pass. Big Hines. That's a nice overhead mark. Bit of cloud cover now, so might be able to see the players a little bit easier. Kick inside 50, 101 Cochelle over the back. Can he mop up his own work and kick a remarkable goal? No, Hahndorf clearing the ball out of defence. That's gone out of side. Bit of breeze has picked up here, Jaden. Can you see which way it's going? Got your paper there, or? Yeah.
I think it's going to the Wellington end, but not too sure, Benny.
So ball forward, Hines is the target. Taken here around the corner, bouncing ball, that's Worthley. Here's a chance, Cashel. And the boy from Wasanga likes that one, I tell you. We're just waiting to go umpire. Yes, first goal on the board in the opening minutes of the second term for Mount Barker. So Cody Cashel has kicked his 28th goal for the year, and has said the first one of the game for the Roos.
Yeah, well done there to Mount Barker. So 6 kicks now. One inside 50, but 2 inside 50s for Hahndorf. But yeah, promising signs, and good start by the Barkaroos. They've been pretty good in second quarters of late, kicking scores of 16 and 40. So they'll be hoping for a big second term.
Nice work there by Geordie Aitchison.
Just around the grounds quickly, quarter time, Mount Lofty 2-2, Uraida 1-4, Nan Bremer 5-3, Achunga 2-4, and in Country Division, Kangaroo 3-3, Meadows 2-3.
Bit of cloud cover now, middle of Benson Radiology Oval. Here's the ruck for today for Hahndorf. Xavier Parker Bors goes for goal. That's immediate reply.
That's a great reply, isn't it?
Great work by the ruckman there for Hahndorf. Fantastic stuff at Hahndorf. Reply immediately. 4-1, Mount Barker 1-1.
It's great when you've got a ruckman who can do the ruck work, midfielder work, roving work and goal kicking work. So the complete footballer there in that passage of play by Xavier Parker Bors.
All right. Good highlights last few minutes.
Could that be a candidate for the snag of the day? Of course, brought to you by Lowe's Meat Company, $25 voucher. So umpire Scott Bowe. So Parker Bowles a leaper. Comes out here, quick kick forward for the Roos. Bouncing ball fortuitous bounce there, didn't really favour anyone. Ball goes to ground. Stacks on the middle at ground level. Ball held in there, and umpire Scott Bow will come in and ball it up.
Half forward line for Mount Barker. Callens, handball out. Here's Stokes, shrugs aside the tackler, kick inside 50. Target was Koshel once ago, and he kicked a goal a couple of minutes ago, which was replied immediately by Xavier Parker-Bors. Oh, that's a good tackle, but it's gone out of bounds, I reckon.
Of course, just to reiterate, the Rouge leading their co-captain and leading goal kicker, Geordie Hurland, about the first 2 minutes with a leg injury and hasn't reappeared.
Yeah, that's a big blow. Gone out of bounds. Fantastic conditions. Sun's in the eyes. The cloud cover will come across shortly, which will make it a little bit easier for viewing. 4.5 minutes gone. Second quarter, Hahndorf 4-1, Mount Barker 1-1.
Parker Bowles gets it down. Here's Callens dispossessed there by Hop. Good. Bodies crashing there. Ball comes loose out here to Xavier Parker Bowles, who's playing some sort of a game so far. Puts it forward. Good mark taken there by the young man in Kemp. Waste no time. Puts it forward. That's a great defensive mark taken there for the Roos. Tumbling mark by Blake Fidge. Fidge wastes no time. He's got a loose man up here in Billy Sturks. Gives it back there to the run of a teammate there in Hallahan. Puts it forward. Fumbled mark there. Big
good work.
Hines arrived. Ball goes forward. It's Cashel. Hahndorf defence through Parker Bowles is up to the challenge. I gets out wide to Chinorden.
Yep, down the other end, Matthew Jentz just really keen to get amongst it. Wonder how many goals. What do you reckon the record haul with BJ would be here, Pistols? Got an idea of what the great man kicked here? He would have kicked a bag of 9 or something, I'm sure. So the ball is the outer side. Of course, Matthew Jentz, I think he kicked 7 in the quarter last year against the Chunga, something like that. So he's a known goal kicker. Oh, great spoil over the top. Umpire says play on. Here's a chance for Hahndorf through the middle of the ground through Joel Parker-Bors. He got the ball forward to centre forward, taken by the Gecko Worthley. Sweeping handball from Mount Barker, trying to run the ball through hands. Here's Hopgood, meantime, kick inside 50. What can Salt do here? Well, Mount Barker mopping up in defence nicely with a chain of handballs. Eventually he comes out here to Jackson Field. This way, that way, inboard hand pass, middle of the ground. Opportunity for Big Giles. Kick forward by Fidge, I reckon it was. Not downfield free kick, but it's a repelling mark there by Sam Hayden. So Hayden, pop over pass, had a good season so far. Finds the ruckman for the day, Xavier Parker-Bors. In turn to Norton, gets it on to Joel Parker-Bors. I've liked his game, he just got the handball away. Good attacking play here by both sides. Giles. Kick in towards how I think it is. Oh, Smother, good stuff. It's on here, Pistols, through the middle of the ground again.
Yeah, cricket pitch area taken. Callens, back of the pack as Fidge brings the ball to ground, lurking dangerously.
Prensler, is it?
Prensler, the young man. Callens, quick hands. Got it back to teammate and Fidge gets a high kick. Oh, off the chest there. The Bosens, ball spills, there's Leak, crashes through. Back to Bosens until he gets to Xavier Parker-Bors. No doubt he'll have a shot.
Jentz.
Kick one from Similar.
No.
Early in the quarter, but this runs off skew and through for a minor score.
Frantic period, that one.
In fact, in the corresponding game last year, the second time they met, Mount Barker were held goalless by Hahndorf. In that particular game, they've actually got a goal on the board here, but at the moment just struggling to match the forward ascendancy of the Pies. Who lead 4-2 to 1-1. Kick out, kept under his Big Giles. Over the back of the pack, first to get there be Hopgood. He's got support there from Xavier Parker-Bors. They're starting to knock up the stats. Puts it forward, good mark taken there by Hopgood, who's run in. So the skipper just on the edge of the 50-metre arc, kicking towards the Wellington Road end. Got a short pass on the lead here. Good defensive work, the ball spills through. I think that was Ethan Field involved there. Goes to ground under pressure. Ball tunnelled out, Salt. Got it to Xander, dispossessed. Houlihan got it to a teammate. It's a bouncing ball up. Oh, tried to attack it was Big Hines. Well done as he dispossessed Hayden. Still in the cricket pitch area, still working hard as Hines.
Frantic.
Ball comes out the back door to Joel Parker-Bors. Puts it out wide and finds a teammate out there in Hopgood.
Yeah, Dylan Variety. We know that he can run with it. And he's just managed to get the handball away. It's a good handball. It opens up Hahndorf now through Kemp. Kemp, 1-on-1 is Jentz in the pocket. And that's gone out of bounds. Nice work there by Field.
Two number 18s doing battle there, Benny. Just repeating quarter time scores. Mount Lofty 2-2, Yeroda 1-4, Nanbremmer 5-3, Achunga 2-4, and in Country Division, Kangaroo 3-3, Meadows 2-3.
Of course, we're on Call of the Wild Facebook page, Filming Footy YouTube, Hills Football League Facebook page, and of course Lofty 88.9 FM live and local across the Adelaide Hills. Today, Bosons tries to get the kick away. Here's Jens. Can he work his magic? Oh, he ducked the chutney very cleverly there. Earns a free kick.
Yeah, experience shown there from the past Adelaide Crow. Lee Creek Jr.
Bit of a smile there from Yenchi.
Spent the season at Warwick, the Bill too, I believe, Benny.
Let's have a look at this. And Bridgewater, and there we go.
So, the cameraman be right over his shoulder here, Matthew Yench. He said it's kicked the first goal of the game for take his tally to 3 for the season for the Pies. As we said, using the forward line. So, missed last week with injury.
Missed.
No, he's pretty happy with that
one. Sorry.
Must have swerved after the post, Benny. Looks can be deceiving. So, Yench with his second on the board. Jaden J.
Thanks, Pistols. So 22 kicks to Hahndorf, 20 to Mount Barker, 18 handballs to 11 in favour of Hahndorf, and then inside 50s, dominant here, Hahndorf 9-3 at the moment, so nearly 10 minutes gone, and Hahndorf just about have one inside 50 per minute, so it'll be interesting to see how Mount Barker can respond here. It's been pretty good from them to go through the middle, but just need to capitalise on some opportunities.
Yeah, I was going to say, I reckon around the pack they're at least breaking even, but they just can't get the score on the board at the moment, Mount Barker, because kicking goals is the name of the game. So where the goals are going to come through, as I said, 5-2 to 1-1 at this stage. We've played 10 minutes in the second term, so they just need to rattle on a couple more just to close that margin at the moment, give them the confidence. So perhaps Cable are winning their first game against Hahndorf since 2018. Ball comes out here, taken by the big man Giles, puts it forward. Looking there for Houlihan, but
he's been good, Joel Parker, boss.
Yep, gets out the D-hop, good. In front of the scoreboard wing, puts it forward over the top back of the pack. Foot races on here. Gets Landon getting involved there. The Roos, ball over the boundary line.
And Tom Kleeman for Hahndorf.
Tommy Kleeman. So ball in.
Yep. Half forward line for Hahndorf. Got a nice little break at the moment. 5-2 to 1-1. Inside 50. James Tripodi, great handball to Williams. He can turn, finds it out towards Trenorden, who has a snap for goal. Missed that one. Just. Bit of showtime work there by the Pies around the contest. Of course, Jaron Mayle also out of this Hahndorf lineup. He's the drink runner or the runner today. So both sides got some handy players to come back into the side over the coming weeks. As we said, Jordan Houlihan sideline in the opening minute. Looked like a leg injury. Hopefully he's all right for future rounds.
He's just standing forlornly with the dressing gown on over there, Benny. What could have been has said 2 minutes and his game's over by the looks of it, so which is very disappointing. So meanwhile, just up from where he's standing, there'll be a ruck duel. So Giles, young man Kemp doing the ruck work. Meanwhile, umpire Scott Bowe has come in and has picked something off the ball, has he? Infringement? Possibly? Yes, looks like it's going to go to Sammy Callens.
Yep, half back line Callens with the ball. Looking up the wing. Decides to go into the defensive 50.
Jackson Field.
Field with the ball. Stop-start footy here for the Roos. Eventually goes back to where it came from. Is that a mark?
Yeah.
Umpire's paid it. Okay, so we're
ready
to go again through Luke Giles, 2012 Premiership player. Also won the Best of Field medal on Anzac Day. One of his first appearances in A grade, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. So not the best kick there by Giles, and that's gone out of bounds. 5-3 Hahndorf, Mount Barker 1-1. Sunny conditions here from Mount Barker. 13 minutes gone, second quarter.
So Troy Parker Bowles takes the ball, puts it forward towards centre. Forward camped under it was Field, brings the ball to ground. Trying to crash through there was Hop. Good, the ball will come back to him. The skipper, will it set for him?
Yes, it will.
Does indeed. Tries a reverse on the run. Check side of
He's kicked it. That's a snag of the day contender.
That is a very skillful finish there by the skipper. He's nagged his second goal for the season. Only the two goals in this game. Jaden J.
Yeah, well done to Braden Hop. Good he could do it anywhere at the moment. Been good defensively and also in attack as well. So well done to the skipper And the stats here, 27 kicks to 26 in favour of Hahndorf. 12 inside 50s now for the Magpies as they lead here by 32 points.
Well,
it's a
danger signs perhaps, Benny, here. 13 minutes gone, but geez, the Roos just don't look like scoring a goal at the moment.
No, they don't. What's going to happen here? They need to wriggle on. Got to get it out of the middle. Here's a chance for Hahndorf once again. They're playing some good Showtime footy at the moment. Good link-up play. Kick inside 50. Laser-like pass. They're on at the moment. I think that's Kleeman. He goes to Jensch. Jensch, good use of the body. Paving the way for a crummer, but there's no one there and it's rushed through for a point. Umpires reaching into the back pocket. It's gone a yellow card. Trenorton. I don't know what that was for.
Might need to have a look at the replay. Need to have a look.
Descent, perhaps. So Trenorton, one of their major playmakers, leaving the ground. So and also a 25-metre penalty. So
well, they've got to make. Got to get some wriggle on here with the player off the ground now.
So I think this is Fidge with the ball, directing traffic. So he'll drive the Roos long, which he does, towards centre half forward. Lumbering out is Cashel. Over the back was Parker Bowles. Ball comes to ground. Here's Hop. Good, he's playing one hell of a game as a skipper. Puts it forward. That's a very good mark taken out there by Matthew Jensch. The silky one.
He just get a bit of me time here.
Yeah, just directing traffic on the filming footy cameras. So Jensch puts towards the pocket. He's got a lead up here. Over the head of Kleeman, I think it was, out of bounds. But meanwhile, a free kick has been paid, maybe.
Last touch.
Last touch was, I thought he might have been signalling.
Here we go.
Some infringement.
Numbers. Right, he's put the leg out.
Tripping, yeah. So Fidge with the ball deep in the back pocket.
Good one, Tomia.
Will relieve the good work by Tomia, because the master producer puts it up the line. Taken out there by Aitchison, I think it is. Or Stokes, sorry. Both wearing the long sleeves this afternoon. So Stokes puts up towards the wing area. Pack sets us. Big Giles gets his hands so it completes on the second grab. Waste no time, goes forward.
That's better.
Cross here, finds Tedderman.
Take it on.
Cricket pitch area. The young man goes high. Here's a chance. Hayden and
that's better.
Also bouncing ball. Hallahan coming through. Here's Big Hines. Will it sit for him for the attempted sock? And no.
Great
Grab
work.
the ball is Coachell. He's wrapped it in a very good tackle applied there for the Pies. So the Pies' defence.
Just a bit cautious to Roos. That was better.
Yeah, well done by Mountbarker.
Got to take it on.
So throw in. Leak gets out the back door. Comes to Hayden. Tries to find a bit of space. Contest there, taken by Kleeman, gets it back. So teammate Greville comes in. His kick was half smothered, bounces forward. Brooks is there. Also Landon gets out the back door to Billy Stokes. High kick. They need a mark here. Off hands there will favour the Pies. Goes to ground. Ball held in. Umpire Bruce Dawes will come in and balled up. So Hahndorf 6-4, leading Mountbarker 1-1. Trust you're enjoying our global stream wherever you are. Barra Creek or Dublin, here on the Call of the Wild.
Yeah. Ball's worked out of the fence there by Hopgood. Braden, the skipper, kicked a nice goal in this quarter. Hahndorf have been in control for the majority of the contest. 6-1. Coachell, the only goal scorer for Mountbarker. Adam Trenorton off the ground at the moment, so Mountbarker got to get a wriggle on in the next few minutes. Hahndorf's defence holding up well though, as they have done all season. Here's an opportunity. Squaring ball taken by Patrick Titterman, who's getting a little bit of it now in the last few minutes.
Second senior year, Benny, of course, son of gun, former coach and champion player, premiership player in Scott Titterman. And young Patrick has kicked 9 for the season. So to say that they need him to kick his 10th would be an understatement. Only to one goal up to this stage, 1-1 to 6-4.
He was the most effective player last time we called a Mountbarker game.
In the pancreatic cancer round game. So Tedderman, all eyes on him, particularly from the Roos supporters. He kicks towards the Alexandrina road end.
Loves it. There was a bit of a come on as well.
So there you go. Could be a changing of the tide there, hopefully, for the Roos.
Yeah, it could be. And what I'm on Mountbarker, good positive play, like you said. Benny going through the middle as well and looking for targets in the corridor. Being 33 points down, wouldn't blame them for not taking risks, but it's good they're still taking risks, Mount Barker, and good positive play to get them back in the contest here. So the stats: 5 inside 50s from Mount Barker, 13 to Hahndorf, 33 kicks to 32 in favour of Hahndorf here. So interesting to see if Mount Barker can kick back-to-back goals.
So if you look at the positives, they didn't kick a goal in the first turn. They got 2 now. It's Big Cashel doing it all in the centre with the ball set for him. No, overruns it, unfortunately. Gets help from Houlihan, I think it is there. Alex Houlihan. Of course, Jordan off the field after 2 minutes with an injury. So back we go again. Cashel gets it forward. Once again, Houlihan involved. Williams is in there, tries to bullock his way clear. Wrapped up by Billy Stokes. So line ball is the call. Well, umpire Bo comes in and says, holding the ball perhaps. So Billy Stokes will result in free kick.
Mount Barker got a few options to go through that ruck department. So can they wear Xavier Parker Bors down as the game goes on? He's very fit though, Xavier. Koshel having a bit of a spring in the middle there. It's inside 50 here for the Roos. Can they get consecutive majors and really bring it into the second half with their tails up? Umpire Dawes says, I'll have it. So dangerous position here. Worthley's lurking around the contest. Big Giles gets it out to Callens. He in turn goes out to Stokes. Hit the ground, almost holding the ball. Snapped around the corner there by Braden Hopgood. Roscoe Go-Go Brooks put up the mitts. Here's Koshel, liked his game. How's the kick? That's not too bad. That'll come off. Kleinik. How's the kick? Well, it's laser-like pass inside 50. Didn't quite come off. Good tackle there by Geordie Aitchison and holds the opponent up. Within range here now, Mount Barker.
So the Roos working hard here, just can't get the reward on the scoreboard. Parker Bowles tried to fist it forward. Stolen here
Joel Parker
by Joel Parker Bowles. Goes forward, camped under it here is Landon, but Yench getting involved. Spills the mark. Like that by Landon, it gets a clearing handball here to the veteran in Ross Brooks. Goes bang with a bit of a mung out here, but finds Tedderman. Effective, puts to Hines. Hines on the lead under pressure from Hayden. Goes to ground. Umpire Dawes calling infringement in the contest. Will go in favour of Hines.
With Trenorden off, they've got at least kicked 2 goals.
Yes.
In the closing period.
So Big Hines. Fitter looking this year. Digging out the new aquatic centre. Puts it forward.
No.
Uncontested mark taken deep in defence by Parker Bowles, I think it is.
Joel.
So Joel Parker Bowles.
Had a great season, probably be a contender for male medal at the this stage in the season, Jane, with his stats.
Yeah, 22 disposals last week.
Of course, being a medals, he won the Maynard medal last year in the zone championships. Of course, next week down at Victor Harbour, the SA Country Championships. Meanwhile, free kick going to Matthew Yench. Just slowing down things. So Yench along the interchange wing. Brooks and the drill bit takes a very good grab there. Wastes no time, puts across the centre here.
Don't mind that.
Callens was under pressure, but
that's
fulfilled his purpose. Gets the ball back to the run of a teammate, puts it forward. That's better by the Roos. Can they get through this defensive line?
Yes, they can.
Yes, comes the big ad Giles. Lukey Giles goes bang, but
got to get that.
Pulled it wild, but better ball movement there,
Very
Jay Hill.
Yeah, it is taking more risks and it's paying off really. So just can't get the score on the board, but good positive play, like I said before, by Mount Barker. And putting some pressure on the Hahndorf defence.
All right, kick in here for Sam Williams. Yench should normally sometimes bring it in from that end of the ground, but he's down the other end of the ground for today, this afternoon anyway. Mainly every player, though, in the forward 50 of the ground for the Roos, with Hahndorf got a player off at the moment through Trenorden with the yellow card. Half forward line.
Because for a tripping violation, I think you could call that. So umpire Dawes about to recommence play. So 6-4 plays 2-2 here. And we've played just over 22 minutes of the second term. High kick there by...
Okay, here we go.
Roos. Here's a chance. Oh, big lead there by Troy Parker. Bowles comes out. Here's Houlihan. Alex can't get clear. Pressure applied there. On Houlihan, I think it was. So once again, umpire Bow will recommence play.
Yep. Area Mount Barker got to capitalise from. I think it's holding on free kick Callens. Yes, it is. So he's got a few players leading on. No Geordie Houlihan off the ground at the moment since the first minute mark of the first quarter with a leg injury.
Wonder if he had a round of golf this morning, Benny.
Maybe that's what it is. Playing off one, isn't he?
Yes, yes.
Unbelievable stuff. Jaden J. Hill style of range, that is. With the golf course. Anyway, Callens, let's get back to this.
Jaden just plays
Oh,
par.
he's got a
in love.
player on inside 50. Has he? Oh, it's a well-weighted pass, but it's gone straight down the...
Leak.
Yeah, he's talking about Leak. Yes, Joel Leak takes the mark.
That's his first game since round 6, so be interested to see if he can run out the game, Benny.
Kick out of the fence. Oh, Cochelle goes up. Wouldn't expect anything less from the high leaper. Here's Drummond. Handball backwards. Mount Barker need, at least one goal before half-time. It's going to be Hahndorf, though. We're going to move the ball forward here through Xander, I think it is.
Coach Matt Golding umpiring there. He called for holding the ball.
And,
got answered by umpire Scott Bowe. Comes across the Zabian Parker Boz. Comes out wide to the wing here. He's got a nice man out here in Kleeman.
Great kick.
Of the Jack variety.
Good vision.
So Jack Kleeman.
How's about the ruckman here?
Gives
He's
it back
doing
to
it all.
Parker Boz. He's doing it all. Gets across to his brother. Bid the 1-2. Gives
Put
it
this
back.
down.
This could be a
kick inside 50.
Just lets himself down with the kick there, but it would have been perhaps a snag of the day. The family goal there. The Parker Boz boys combining.
Yes, could have been.
What are you saying, Jaden?
I should have put the mockers on there. Put the house down, but anyway.
So Ethan Field with the resultant free kick.
What a great game he's playing, though, Xavier Parker Boys.
Yes, could he be the most effective player? Of course, the iconic dartfish beanie and the pair of Archies for that at the end of the game, and stay around because Jaden will take us all through that.
Speaking of the devil, here he is. Handball, Xavier Parker Boers tries to get it to Salt. Good tackle. Callens, look away handball over the top, this way, that way. I think it was Field, was it? Link up play. Here's a chance now for the Gecko Worthley. Laser-like pass, tried to get it to Fidge. Oh, Titterman couldn't quite get it there. Is that Troy Parker Boers?
Yep, holding the ball. This is the call.
He's saying, what was that for?
Is that descent?
Yeah, he's gone on a bit too long. He's gone on a little bit too long.
I thought you can't ask the question.
Can't keep asking the question.
No.
Eventually, once is enough. Still asking the question.
You can't be serious, umpire. So Paddy Titterman with the resultant free kick. Goes wide, very wide. Hines lumbering out though, but the kick's going to drop short. And there you are. One Parker Bowles gets a free kick away. And the other one cleans up in Joel.
So, in the back pocket area. Little pop-up pass. Puts his teammate under a bit of pressure there, Bosons. One of the several players to debut for Hahndorf.
Good to see the youngsters coming through the system. 18 years old, Benny, as you said.
So kick up the line. Ball over the back. Troy Parker Boers. Inboard, outboard, Grivell. Troy Parker Boers been up on the Kokoda track. Is that right, Pistols? Doing a bit of trekking. Here's Yench. Bit of me time here as he runs towards Pistols.
Quick comment, Matt. Nearly come in through the window here at the commentary's point. So right in front of us.
Just having a look at this Hahndorf team. I think one of them is not a local today.
Okay. Ball comes out here. Here's Hallahan. Handball's over the top. Intercepted by Dylan Hopgood. Finds a bit of space. Goes across here. Nearly a very good mark taken there for the Pies. Comes out here to Landon. He's got support there from Stokes. Stokes gets it out here towards the Gecko Worthley. Cullens is there. Goes inboard on a look-away handball. And the Gecko was looking the other way as well. Tripodi, well done. Bit of a fumble there from Zabian Parker Bowles. A rare mistake by him. Finally cleared up the line by Hop. Good. Kemp under pressure there. Goes to ground. Here's Worthley. Backs up better this time. Callens lifts the eyes and puts it towards the cricket pitch area. Taken there by Titterman. He wastes no time. Here's a chance. Cashel is the target. Reaches and takes a good mark. Two young men combining well there. So Cashel, proven goal kicker. In fact, he's kicked one of their only two. So the boy
Jaden's keen to get involved here.
The boy from Wasanga. We'll see what he can do here.
Great vision by Sam Callens in the middle to Titterman, and he just took no prisoners. Titterman just went straight away, which is a great play by Mount Barker, and it's how the forwards like it as well, quick and fast.
So Cashel kicked their first goal nearly 2 minutes into this term. So the opportunity here. Has kicked 28 for the season, equal fourth on the overall ledger in the Division 1 Hills competition this season. So right behind him. The goal here would be very good. It looks pretty good off the boot. In fact, it's more than good. It's excellent. So Cashel with his second goal, and the third one for the Roos.
Yeah, well done there by Cochelle. Well done by Mount Barker. Great play. 48 kicks to them, 49 for Hahndorf. actually 49 kicks each, to be honest, and 12 inside 50s to Mount Barker, 17 to Hahndorf. So nearly 28 minutes and a half gone in this second term.
So the good positive here, after not kicking a goal in the first term, they've matched Hahndorf's goal kicking this quarter as it's 6-4 to 3-2. So that's a positive for Coach Lackenby, Benny, to take in to half time, which will be looming shortly. I think 28 and a half gone.
Yep, in the middle of Benson Radiology Oval, Cochelle in ruck doing it all. 20 points the margin. Yes, I've worked out Woody Drummond, the only player outside the Hahndorf team that hasn't played juniors, so Hahndorf continuing on that process along with the Roos. I'll try and work that out too for them.
So Stokes got the ball forward, intercepted by Grivell. So Zach Grivell with the ball. Comes out wide towards Kleeman as the siren goes. So ends an entertaining first half. Game poised. As Benny Goldfish just said, a 20-point margin in favour of Hahndorf. They're led by 18 at quarter time, so a 2-point increase in that. But you get the feeling Mount Barker, if they can get reward for their persistence and attack, break that miserly defence of Hahndorf, it could be game on for the Rossdale Cup in the second half, Jade and Joe.
Yeah, you're right, Pistols. A good fast play there by Mount Barker, in that last goal. And it's now the 7th time that Kobe Cochelle has kicked multiple goals this season. So well done to him. So just quickly, some of the stats here from the first half. So 50 kicks to 49 in favour of Mount Barker, and then 17 inside 50, so 13 in favour of Hahndorf there.
All right, just looking at the goal kickers for Hahndorf, we have Matthew Jensch with 2. Hopgood, the skipper, is playing a very good game. He's kicked 2 as well. Prenzler, and also Zabian Parker Boys. And for the Barkeroos, Cassell, as Jade and Jay mentioned, has kicked 2, and Tidman with the other goal. So good game of footy here. Trust you enjoying on filming footy call with a while, because we've got to thank our match day club match supporters, of course, from Mount Barker Football Club, Benson Radiology, Cube Logistics, McDonald's Mount Barker, and Mount Barker 4x4 Centre. And for the Hahndorf Football Club, Harcourts Adelaide Hills, Rossdale Homes, Hogan Insurance Solutions, Hagen Mental Contractors. And of course, for the call of the while, we must thank our supporters, of course, those being Sports Interactive, Filming Footy and Dartfish, and of course the HFL sponsors, partners, including Worklocker Mount Barker, the naming rights sponsor, Closey Supermarkets, Sports Power, Sheeran, the Courier newspaper, Think Road Safety and Sports Centre. So, as we said, 20-point margin here. Hahndorf 6-4, play Mount Barker 3-2. So we'll take a bit of a break here and be back for what hopefully will be an entertaining second half here on the Call with the Wild. Back with more shortly.
This is the Hills Footy League. Match of the day.
Hi, this is Sean Tate, and you're always up to speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the coverage of Hills community football here.
Hi, this is World Cycling Champion Annette Edmondson, and the coverage of Hills football is always gold here.
Hi, this is Adelaide Crows AFLW draftee Zoe Prowse, and you're listening to my top pick when it comes to the Adelaide Hills community football coverage.
Hi, my name's Kevin Cheney, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
And welcome back live here to Benson Radiology over in Mount Barker for the second half of the Hills Football League Division 1 A-grade contest between hosting Mount Barker and the Hahndorf Football Club. At the moment, Hahndorf 6-4-40, leading Mount Barker 3-2-20, so a 20-point margin in favour of the visiting Magpies. As we go around the grounds for filming footy, called a wild at Mount Lofty. Half-time scores, Mount Lofty 6-4, Uraida 4-4. Then Bremer 8-6, Chunga 6-5. And low-scoring clash out at the Valley of Praise in their Indigenous round at Loberthal 2-6, Onka Valley 1-2. Country Division, Kangaroo 5-4, Meadows 3-7.
Shout out to the great man Rob Sherwood who've tuned in. Of course, you can listen to Rob on Lofty 88.9 FM every Tuesday night with Posty Perspective.
I was going to say, get a whole different perspective on life.
Great man, Rob.
That's the Posty.
Wonder how Ironbank's going today.
Yeah, perhaps you can give us an update there, Rob, if you're down there, being the #1 ticket holder. So, all in readiness now. Kangaroos get the first opening few goals of this second half and just pull back this margin. So, Big Giles against Xavier Parker Boz. Boz the leaper, got the ball down. Tripodi's kick is smothered. Tracking the ball is Hop. Good, though, taken by Stokes. Gets it out towards Callens. Callens does a bit of candy. Gets on the left. Goes with the hands out to Hallahan. Hallahan nurses the ball right in front of our commentary spot, but picks out the defender in Jack Cleman for the Pies.
Yes, we've got a bit of cloud cover now, so that's good. Kick towards the half-forward line for the Magpies. Mount Barker need the first one, you feel. They've got a little bit of momentum heading into their third. Is Trenorton's time on the Pines come to an end? We'll find out. Kick out towards the outer side. Here's Cochelle. Joel Parker Boers liked his start. Speaking of the devil, Trenorton straight into the action, literally 30 seconds into the third quarter after a yellow card in that second. Kick inside 50 for Hahndorf. That's a mark, not paid.
I think you'll find it hit the ground as he came down. Matthew Yench voicing his disapproval, but I think maybe there was a bit of a hand in there, but certainly...
Got to move on. Don't ask too many questions.
Absolutely. So Ruckdill Giles goes single-handed, gets it down. Callens flips it out. Scrambling ball, chaos ball. Out of the chaos, it's picked up. And I tell you what, they wouldn't have paid him the mark, but I think they're going to pay him the goal here.
Oh, it's on.
Is
it? That big Kemp, I reckon.
It's Noah Prenzler.
Sorry?
Noah Prenzler, who tried to claim the mark, not paid, but take that goal off me. So well done, the young man. His second goal for the game.
Let's have a look at the replay here, Jaden.
Yes, looking at the Dartfish replay. And yeah, no worries at all. On the right, snap.
Yeah.
Tad off balance, but yeah, no worries at all. So well done by Prenzler, and 26 points the margin now. So interesting to see if Mount Barker can respond. And well, I believe the last encounter between the two teams, it was the third quarter that Mount Barker cracked open.
All right, here's a chance for the Roos. They need an immediate response. Kick forward there by Kleinig. Oh, Troy Parker Boers just says, I'm going to pluck that over the top like an apple. He kicks out towards the scoreboard wing area. Hahndorf looking very nice to start this third term. Salt up and about. So Ben Salt, athletic, talented sportsman, kicks towards the half-forward line. Juggling mark there by Prenzler. What an addition. He's been to the Hahndorf lineup this season, of course, in the Cooper Hoff's number. Similar sort of player. Kicked up inside, just inside 50 now. Here's Sam Williams. Had a great few weeks in particular. Loves the tough conditions. Today, a better track, and that's a patient kick inside 50 there. And I was just a few minutes out. Here's Kemp now.
So Kemp in his second A-grade game.
So he kicked a goal.
He kicked a goal last week on debut against Chunga. So here's a chance to kick his first A-grade goal against Mount Barker. All the milestones happening here.
Of course, they just come in ready-made, don't they, Pistols, from the reserves premierships?
Absolutely. Interesting kicking action. It's going to fall short. Fisted through eventually. I think it might have been Bennett's getting his hands to it. So over the line. So minor score. So we've had two additions to the score. 1-1, both to Mount Barker. Hahndorf, who leads 7-5 to 3-2. Mount Barker, no addition to their score. So ball to come back into play here through the agency of Fidge. Fidge goes long. Ball comes to ground. Nice grab
Here we
by
go.
Hopgood. Here's to go. Trenorden back in the action, goes backwards, got to Parker Boz. High kick forward.
Oh!
Brooks uses a step ladder there. And
don't mind the attempt.
Yeah, the old drill bit got drilled right in the back there, so he'll take the resulting free kick.
Don't go anywhere at the end of the match. Jaden will take us through it. Bit of after-match presentation as well. At the moment, the check looks like it's heading Hahndorf's way, but still plenty of time to play out here. Hayden, smack bang in the middle of Mount Barker Oval, also known as Benson Radiology Oval. Kick towards the half-forward line. Repelling mark there for the Roos. Inboard pass comes off. Stokes. Billy Stokes had a chat to his dad pre-game. Just a casual chat, not actually live on air. And just need to take it on here a bit, Pistols, I reckon. Just a bit patient here. They know what they're doing, though. Yep. Titterman, he had a good second quarter. That's not too bad a kick. It's a courageous kick. Didn't quite come off. At least it's in the middle of the ground now, and they can take it on. Here's a chance. Look, that's nice. And they're on hit.
So Titterman. Bit of candy work, gets the ball forward, but here's Parker Bowles.
Just brute
filling the gap nicely, goes short, crossfires there past Skipper and Williams.
Good game.
So Williams, who won the best of field in the Courier Cup final a couple of weeks ago, passes out to Hopgood.
Cloud cover coming shortly.
Cloud cover, puts it up to brother Braden, who almost runs into the coaching staff there as he takes the mark. So Braden Hopgood, first year as skipper.
Done a good job.
Yes, indeed. Done a good job this afternoon.
Kicked a nice goal.
They kicked a couple of nice goals. Puts it forward. Big fly there. Ball comes to ground level. Here's Salt around the corner. High kick towards the top of the square. 1-on-1 here. Field. Ethan getting back and got his hands to it.
Dominant start to the third, Jaden, I reckon, for Hahndorf. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, sure is. So they've had 6 inside 50s, 15 kicks now to 9 in favour of Hahndorf here. So as Mount Barker, we're looking to launch maybe wide here.
Yeah, they do. Out towards the outer side in the shadowed area. Worsley, I think it is, around the contest there for the Roos. Pack converges. Got a message here, Pistols, you're right. All good?
Yeah, all good.
No worries.
Just concerning the AFL, got one son who's a Sun supporter and just questioning their ability to win outside of the Sunshine State.
Yes, not too good, down by 4 points.
Yes, well, no, one North Melbourne supporter.
We'll talk about the Roos, against the Roos.
Meanwhile, it's Adelaide Hills Roos and Mount Barker trying to claw their way back in the game. Here's a chance taken by Sammy Callens. Puts it out wide here. Foot race is on. With the ball set nicely. Showing a bit of pace there. Couldn't get away with Tedderman. Coming to help him was Houlihan, but in the end, a resilient Hahndorf defence through the agency of Jack Kleeman clears the ball.
Yeah, nice work. Here's a chance for Hahndorf. Half back line is for the Roos, trying to stop Prenzler.
They just can't get the ball through their forward 50.
Been an issue, hasn't
authority for the whole game.
I don't even know if having Jordan Houlihan down there, well, it would assist, but Hahndorf just resolute here. Tripodi on the non-preferred left boot just says, I'm going to dabble this one over the top to Benny Salt. Salt, that's a nice shot right to the line.
Oh.
How's about that? Is that the silky one?
It's a silky one, just turning back the hands on.
Is that play on?
Bouncing the ball, that's play on. Would it not be? I don't know. Interesting. What's your decision? We'll go upstairs.
Ooh. That's play on, isn't it? He's taking the mark and bounced the ball.
That is an interesting situation there. We'll have to ask the umpires. Perhaps we'll get them on for the umpires forum. So Matthew Yent's point blank range you'd expect here.
It's a goal, but or is it?
Oh yes, it swung after, but he made the goal umpire work a bit. But Yench has his third for the game,
and that's hit a car. Let's have a look at this. You be the judge here.
Yeah, perhaps anyone worldwide who's watching maybe.
Is this play on?
Might be some wise men in Dublin. If we can go back, just have a look at that again.
Can't say I've seen it before.
No.
Here we go. So he takes the mark.
Yep.
Walks back. Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know.
Oh, well, must be in the rules. Or just make your own up. So, back in the centre, umpire doors will recommence. One thing that's rolling is Hahndorf on the scoreboard, 8-6 to 3-2. So Mount Barker really came in perhaps a bit of favouritism that they could knock over the Magpies for the first time since 2018. But wow, so Big Hines looks like he's having a turn in ruck here, just to generate some strength around the contest.
So all good. I'll talk afterwards.
So against the young man Kemp, Hines keeps the ball in front of him. Finally gets something of a clearance kick, but not very far. Kleininger pies a big tackle there. Hahndorf opponent in Joel Parker Bowles, so we will come back for a restart. Sun breaks through under the cloud again. So the big leaper there was the young man Kemp, gets the ball down. Tiedemann, quick hands out here. Here's a chance, dispossessed. Was Landon, toe poked off the ground by Hines. Out the back door to Trenorden. He's got to make up a few stats after spending some time in the sin bin. Bouncing ball, cruel bounce there. First to get there is Kemp, the second gamer. Gets out wide to Tripodi, the pass skipper.
Oh, on
Dual
the
premiership
third
coach.
again.
So, Tripodi puts up towards Salt. Oh, good strong hands there, but sharking well was Woody Drummond. Gets out wide here to Hopgood. Sells a nice bit of Darryl Lee, but run down. So, the ball goes forward for the Roos.
Yeah. Well, mopping up Troy Parker Bors. Fresh from his Kokoda work. Shadowed area near the scoreboard. 3-2 Mount Barker, Hahndorf 8-6. Ball's pinging around and Hahndorf repeat forward entries at the moment.
That's a great mark taken
half
there by
back line.
Fidge.
They need to settle this down a little bit here and then go bang. 34 points down at the moment, the Roos. They showed signs late in that second quarter, but Hahndorf have opened up with the first 2 goals of the third term. Leading 8-6 to 3-2, 11 minutes gone. Trenorden, he's making amends after getting the yellow card in the second term. Out towards, is that Troy out there or is Joel? I think it's Joel.
Joel, I think, yep.
Joel Parker Boards, defensive 50. Finds Joel Leake, this will stretch his hamstrings a little bit. In fact, that's Jacob Leake, he goes over the top. Finds Kemp. He's good size, isn't he?
He is. Good shot there, the Indigenous jumper, because NAIDOC week being honoured, and of course Matt Cooper, past Hahndorf champion, and Sturt and Woodville West Torrens premiership.
Where's the gecko going? What's the gecko? Is that?
Yench. This time Yench just hands by nonchalantly. And
hang on a second. Was that?
Have to see, but
was
both
that Tom Worthley kicking to?
Have to wind the tape.
Did he just lace out a Hahndorf player? Or
and Yench, both sense.
We've had some bizarre occurrences
was
in this quarter.
Did I see something there? Hang on,
Well,
let's have
perhaps
a
you go back there.
Yeah, the gecko's picked it up and he's pinpointed a Hahndorf player.
He's gone backwards and laced out nicely.
That's unbelievable
Yench, who
stuff.
unselfishly has given the young man in post.
I thought I saw that.
Reminds me when Liam Ryan the other week accidentally went the wrong way.
He set up Yench with the handball.
Do we scoring assist?
Scoring assist, yeah.
Tommy Worthley.
I thought I saw that, didn't
bizarre
I?
things in this quarter.
So he set the Hahndorf bloke up with a goal. Okay.
I wonder his teammates speak highly of him. Only jogging a ball back in the centre. Ball pushed forward. Here's a chance for the Roos to go their proper way. Forward. Across the half-forward line. Ball goes to ground. Still live. Tapped on. Foot races on. Houlihan closes. Ball comes out from Hayden. Comes back here. Here's Gribble. Threads his way through traffic. Lifts the eyes and spots up Trenorden. Takes called play on though. But in the meantime, in the back is the call by umpire Bruce Dawes. So Adam Trenorden, who's now the umpire's friend by winning a free kick.
Well, he's
instead
come
of
back
yellow
on
cards.
He's come back on and made an impact, that's
he's
for sure.
Redeemed himself.
The stats will show that during the week.
So Trenorden, the second year back after a bit of time down at Sturt, goes long, wing area, pack sets themselves, off hands, quick hands out here. Sun in their eyes, so we're trying to pick out some of these players. Comes out to Fidge, gave to a teammate, close to the line, finally kicked up the line. Mark taken there.
Jade, what do you got for us?
Fed off there.
Short
ball comes in, bouncing ball. Here's a chance for Kleininger. Hits the ground running. Gets a bit of a dribbler. Bounce.
Well, that makes amends.
And that's a result they wanted. First goal since the 28-minute mark of the second term for the Roos. 4th on the board.
So 28 kicks to 16 in favour of Mount Barker. That was Mount Barker's 4th inside 50 entry for the quarter. 13 and a half minutes nearly gone. 11 handballs to 7 in favour of Hahndorf and 17 marks to 6 in favour of Hahndorf. As
Hahndorf's
well
inside 50s?
8 inside 50s to 4, Benny.
Okay. Well, sun's right in the eyes here.
Maybe some cloud cover coming shortly. So umpire Bow throws the ball up. Hines now having a burst in ruck against Sabin Parker-Bors, who's done the majority of the rucking for Hahndorf all day. Here's a chance for the Roos. Don't discount them just yet. They need a real wriggle on here. Handball out the back, good pressure from Hahndorf, willing the ball out. Braden Hopgood, the skipper, doing everything right there. Great work by Hahndorf with Kleeman and Hopgood around the contest.
Yeah, the Gecko couldn't get away from that one.
Yeah. Keen to make amends, kick a goal for the Roos. Here's a chance for Mount Barker from the stoppage. Free kick, Pistols, and it's going Henry Kleinig's way.
Yeah,
into the middle of the ground. Don't mind that.
Kicked that last goal, kicks it to the running teammate there, getting around and kicking long. It's Landon, I think. Ball going forward. It's a chance. Held in there. Cashel. Greville, tough in the clinches, gets the ball out. Quick kick away by Zander. Puts it forward. Once again, Howe getting involved, gets the ball out, but in the meantime, a legal disposal called there by umpire Bow, so it'll be a resultant free kick for the Magpies. So, work the ball forward. Centre ground finds Hopgood. He's had a fine game as a skipper. Leading the side for the first time at Mount Barker Oval. Here's the run of Troy Parker. Bowles drifting down to Kokoda, man. Goes long, but Big Hines boosting the defence takes a good mark. Thought about playing on. Called to play on now by umpire Scott Bow. Goes long. Up early was Callens. And up before acceptances. And he's given away the free kick, but also the Hahndorf player there. And a little bit of distress there. Might have got injured in that contact. Free kick to go to Hopgood.
Yes, kick towards the pocket area. Salt. Almost the mark. Ground level. Snap round the corner. Is that Trenord?
Woody Allen. Woody Allen Drummond.
Woody Allen. And that's gone off hands minus score. Some great movies produced. And couldn't quite get the...
Annie Hall.
Yep. Alrighty. Roos. Just one goal this quarter. 4-2. Hahndorf 9-7. Handy break. Probably midway through the third term. Kick out of defence. Out of side. Bit of cloud cover. Ball pops out. Koshel tried to get the handball out. Umpire comes in. Umpire Bruce Dawes. And we'll keep you updated too on the SANFLW Grand Final score throughout the game. Of course, we've got some representatives down there.
Here's a chance breaking forward. Roos. Soaring there.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, the chance here. The foot race is on. Stokes looking for support first to get there. Be Hayden, no.
Great work.
He's happy enough to walk it across the try line.
Great work from Hahndorf's defence all day.
Forced to throw in. So Hahndorf, as Benny Goldfitz said, only conceded the 4 goals. So lead 9-7 to 4-2 at this stage of the game. 16 minutes ticked over here. Round 12. Hills Football League Division 1 action. Ball comes down here. Williams has boosted the support. Got a teammate who gets a kick away.
Good work, Xander.
Nice. Good work by the Roos trying to take the tide there. Coming in there. Billy Stokes, I think it was.
Yeah.
Also getting involved there was Landon, I think. So ball comes in out the back door, taken by Dylan Hopgood like a thief in the middle of the night. Stole the ball, away he goes.
Middle of the day.
Down here, getting his hands to it. Zander couldn't complete the mark. Here's a chance here. Fidge under all sorts of pressure. Kick goes higher and it goes longer. High flyers Gava as the ball comes to ground. Good tackle pressure applied there by the Pretzel Prenzler, but infringed in the tackle. So I think this will be Tiedemann, perhaps,
yeah,
free kick.
He's played all right the last few quarters. So kick forward by the Roos. Can they get one here? Free kick. Opportunity now.
Yeah, struck around the hands.
Big Hines. He'd love to kick to himself here. He's found Henry Kleinig.
How do you do that, Benny? You just kicked the ball so high, you got time to run 20 metres and catch it.
Yeah, I'm sure it had happened
so
before.
Kleinig kicked their only goal of the term. So with the dribbler. Just crossing over.
All right, this would make it interesting.
From Freeling, also played for the Southern Saints.
All right. Okay. 5-2 now, the Roos. Cut it back to 29 points the margin, Jaden. You looked at me before and said they're not out of this.
No.
Is the stats backing that up?
Well done by Mount Barker. So it's 8 inside 50s to Mount Barker, 12 to Hahndorf. They're starting to get a few inside forward 50 consecutive moments here.
Well, they're breaking even more now, aren't they, in the inside 50s?
Yeah, for sure. They were actually leading at the half in inside 50s, Benny. But, so, yeah, well done to them. 25 kicks to Mount Barker. And just got also a live score from Gumraka and Torrens Valley. So Gumraka 3-4. We're leading Torrens Valley 3-2 at half time. So a close one there.
Back in the middle, Mount Barker. Can they get another one, or will it be Hahndorf applying once again? Kick forward by Bosens. Right to the goal line. Mount Barker doing well. We know they've had a big pre-season with the fitness pistols, with the hats that they were wearing pre-season in the hot conditions. So can they storm home here in warm conditions? 29 points to margin.
Well, as we discussed, there's a few Hahndorf boys. I know we talked about Leek, Joel Leek, also Jens missed last week. So there's a few players coming back who perhaps a little bit underdone at this stage of the season, having missed games. But the tale of the tape will tell us that's better by Worthley. Puts it forward. Oh, big lead there by Sam Hayden, who's been unobtrusive but very effective in that key defensive role this afternoon for the Pies.
Yeah, very much so.
Puts the ball over the line. So
probably 6 minutes left in the quarter.
So Big Giles gets the ball down, held in there. Good tackle also applied in there by Daniel Zander.
Of course, we're on Call of the Wild Facebook page, Filming Footy YouTube, Hills Football League Facebook page, and Lofty 88.9 FM, live and local across the Adelaide Hills.
Big Giles gets out to Stokes and turn gets out to teammate Aitchison, goes forward to Zorb.
He's holding his
arm on there. Callan's at ground level. Oh, somehow he comes out with the ball. Can he get the boot? Oh, he looked to get it to Tiedemann. No. Taken by
Jacob Leek.
Jacob Leek puts it forward. Here's a chance for Ross Brooks down from his key defensive.
Great
puts it in. It's well done by Roscoe, the drill bit Brooks.
Okay.
And he drilled a very good pass there to the lead of Bennett's.
This is interesting now.
So Daniel Bennett hasn't kicked a goal this season. Usually see him at the other end of the ground, of course, but has spent time at centre forward. So Daniel Bennett's important kicker, as Benny Goldfinch mentioned, just to close up a little bit.
Well, this is bringing it under 5 goals. This is 4 goals now.
So he lands back on the kick, and that goal umpire doesn't move at all. So that's what they required for the Barkaroos. So
well, that's 3 goals in a row, Jaden, and they're starting to really get into it here.
Yeah, just starting to get on top in the contest a little bit in the contested situations there. Even though that Callan's handball did go astray, but Mount Barker just a bit of momentum now. Like you said, Benny, 3 goals in a row. So,
So the Pies have been consistent. They've kicked 3 goals. Obviously, this quarter's still a bit to go, but they've kicked 3 goals in every term so far. The Roos have kicked 2 in the last 2 quarters. In fact, of course, they didn't score a goal in the first term, which has been a bit of an Achilles heel for them. Comes out here to Billy Stokes, slips at the vital moment. No one getting involved.
Tell you what, it's been a real warrior work here from Xavier Parker-Bors. He's still going away at it in the ruck.
Absolutely. And also Callan's in there for the Roos. He won't die wandering, that's for sure. So Ruckjul, Giles gets it down. Clearing kick away by Stokes, the man we just talked about. Torp, Barry to Barrel gets it. First get to be Troy Parker-Bors, the man from Kokoda. Gets the ball back. Comes back here, high, infringed tackle perhaps taken. Yes. Drawing the free kick there.
Umpire Bruce Dawes all over that one.
I think this might be Jackie Kleeman. This is third year senior player. So it goes long up the line. Big pack. Expect the gadget hands of Salt featured there, but the ball comes out. Feeding the ball once again Stokes. Pokes it forward. Bounce, here's Grivell. Deflects the ball back. He's been solid defensive work this afternoon by Zach Grivell.
Yeah.
Once again, unobtrusive action, but when you've kept the opposition to 5 goals, you must be doing something right.
Out of side. Another one here would make it very interesting. That main scoreboard should be 38 for the Roos. Here's a chance for Hahndorf through the middle of the ground. Bosens, I think, it got to Zander. Zander kick inside 50. Trenort chest mark. Worked his opponent beautifully there. And after getting a yellow card in the second quarter, he's keen to make amends with a goal here.
That was very well done. I think it was Jackson Field, his opponent. And just out-strength him there. Out-bodied and use of strength. So Trenorden, as we said, spent some time off with the yellow card. 9 goals for the season to the vice-captain. Last year's best and fairest winner for the Pies.
Right up there in the male medal too, I think, runner-up.
Absolute runner-up. So, take his best kick here.
That's a good kick.
He's nearly delivered his best, but not quite.
Sturt premiership player at reserves level, of course.
Absolutely.
Well, okay.
So 9-8 to 6-2.
24 minutes gone.
24 points.
They're in this. They need to storm home. Another one here would be very interesting before three-quarter time. Can they go to end here, the Roos? Kick out of defence, out towards the scoreboard. Big pack. Can they get some crumbing action here and work the ball forward with a torp or a snap kick? It's held up.
Interesting. Benny, I reckon I've just seen a seagull hovering here at...
so not an ibis?
Benson Radiology. No, not the ibis from... where was that, Gamaraka?
Gamaraka Oval had
an
ibis.
Seagull a long way from home. Perhaps he's on winter holidays.
Just heading up north with you.
Yes, the warmer climates.
Scotty Bow around the contest here. He's going to ball it up at the 25-minute mark. 6-2 Mount Barker. Hahndorf 9-8.
Player hobbling there. It's Hopgood. Braden Hopgood. He's
heading off, is he?
He is heading to the interchange there. You can just see him.
Both sides now with the player down. Both captains off the ground.
Both captains, absolutely, yes.
Jordan Houlihan off the ground in the first minute. Braden Hopgood off now at the 25th minute mark in the third term. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be interesting fourth quarter coming up.
So tracking the ball there. Aitchison close to the line. And over the boundary line. So 26 minutes gone, as I said, 9-8 to 6-2. Benny Goldfitz has said be interesting to see Mount Barker just squeeze a goal or possibly two at the dying stage of this term. But Hahndorf, resilient as all, they're going to answer this.
Here we
push
go.
The ball and just
silky one.
Too experienced here for young Ethan Field to battle at 18s. Matthew Yench.
No need to bounce
No need to bounce the ball. No. So perhaps channeling some of his
was his old
father,
man a left
BJ Yench.
Was BJ left-footed?
I don't know, I have to go back and see the black and white VHS images.
Yench.
Missed on this occasion the silky one. That's he blotted his copybook.
Yeah.
In fact, Hahndorf now have kicked 3-5 for the term, Jaden. So if they'd kick straight, it could be all over Red Rover. But
all right, here we go. Kick out of the fence for the Roos once again. Can they go end to end? Same position as the last kick out over the back. Can they get the ball forward somehow? It's a mad scrap out there. Here we go. Here's a chance for Big Gilesy. Kick in the middle of the ground. It's going to go to Grivell though. So can he get the ball rolling for Hahndorf here from the half back line? Hayden goes out to Troy Parker Bors. He kicks it out towards us, and here's Xander in a one-on-one contest. He's got some space, and he almost kicked that out in the fall.
Well, last touch almost, wouldn't it? Yes.
Boundary throw, and here's one of the greats doing the boundary
I was going to
work
say,
here.
James O'Leary, up to about 400 games running the boundary. What a trooper he is.
If you want to see textbook boundary work, look at that. That is beautiful.
He probably set up the academy. Parker Bors fists it forward, taken by Salt, dispossessed. Still following up though. Here's the Roos crashing through. Well done there.
Nice kick.
Aitchison, the Zorb man, puts a back foot races in. Here's Troy Parker Bors closing like a Exocet missile. There was Alex Houlihan as the ball went over the boundary line. So in the
well, you've got to push everyone here, Pistols, around this contest.
So the cricket net pocket, can they score from this forward venture? So James O'Leary.
We get him going at three-quarter time if they can.
I need like $1 for every time he's thrown the ball.
Look at
James
that.
O'Leary.
That is textbook
And
boundary.
look at that superb pitch. Here's Hines. Parker Bozo fists the ball forward. Callan's lurking, grabs the ball, he's get support here.
Fidge.
Selling a bit of candy there was Fidge. Puts the ball centre towards Jackson Field.
Didn't quite come off.
The siren has gone, so that opportunity has been nullified. But the Roos still have a chance with Coach Lackenby. Don't know if it'd be nice during three-quarter time, Benny.
Well, they did set up a goal down the other end of the ground, but we'll move on from that. That would bring it under potentially even closer. But Jane J. Hill.
Yeah, 16 inside 50s to Hahndorf, 10 to Mount Barker, 47 kicks to 34. So Big last quarter coming up. Mount Barker get the first one. You never know. But yeah, big last quarter coming up, guys.
All right, we'll look forward to that as here on the quarter one. Of course, we must thank the club sponsors, the respective club sponsors today on Rossdale Holmes Cup Day. Of course, Mount Barker Football Club, Benson Radiology, the name and right sponsor, Cube Logistics, McDonald's Mount Barker, and of course Mount Barker 4x4 Centre, and for the Hahndorf Football Club, Harcourts, Adelaide Hills, Hogan Insurance Solutions, and Hagen Menzel Contractors, and of course Rossdale Homes, who do such a fantastic job. And of course, don't forget the most effective player at the end of the game, when their man Jaden J will take us all through those things. Iconic Dartfish beanie and the pair of Archies. And the snag of the day from $25 voucher from Lowe's Meat Co. And of course the umpire sponsors, don't forget the most important people. Cherry Glen Osmond at Mount Pleasant Butcher, Sterling Hotel, Mortgage Choice through Matt Adam, Pearl, and Sports Power Mount Barker supporting the umpires this year. So thank you to all those wonderful people supporting Adelaide Hills Community Football. We'll be back with more shortly. For the start of last quarter, about 3/4 time, Hahndorf Magpies 9-9 leading the Barker Barkaroos 6-2. Stay tuned, we'll be back for more shortly.
This is the Hills Footy League Match of the Day.
Hi, this is Sean Tate, and you're always up to speed with local football here.
G'day, this is Tony Modra, and there is always plenty of top marks with the coverage of Hills Community Football here.
Hi, this is World Cycling Champion Annette Edmondson, and the coverage of Hills football is always gold here.
Hi, this is Adelaide Crows AFLW draftee Zoe Prowse, and you're listening to my top pick when it comes to the Adelaide Hills Community Football coverage.
Hi, my name's Kevin Cheney, and you are listening to the best coverage of Adelaide Hills football and fun in general. Cheers. Cheers.
Hi, this is Daniel Lackenby, coach of Mount Barker Football Club.
Welcome back here to Benson Radiology Oval. Hahndorf leading Mount Barker by 25 points, 9-9 to 6-2. Big last quarter coming up. Can the Barkaroos put some pressure on the Magpies? You'll have to wait and see. So, all in readiness. Just the spectators just working their way off the ground now. And they've got some music in the background. Good vibes here at Mount Barker Oval. So Mount Barker looking for their first win against Hahndorf since 2018. Can they do it? The ball's aloft by the umpire, Benny Goldfinch.
Yeah, right, Jaden. Fantastic stuff. And here we go. Final quarter from Benson Radiology Oval in Mount Barker. Sun's out. Got a bit of cloud cover, but it looks pretty blue skies for the rest of the term. That sun will go slowly behind the trees. And the question is, can Mount Barker get the first goal of this final quarter to get it right back into the contest? Well, they've got the ball in the best hands possible. Samuel Callens kicks the ball towards the half-forward line. Worthley is the intended target there. Can he crash in and get the ball forward, or will it be a stoppage? And interesting to see if Braden Hopgood comes back after a bit of an injury in that third term.
So Dylan Hopgood with the ball. Not a lot on offer in the opening moments. This final term puts the ball high. Oh, a big leap there. It's by Titterman. Ball comes to ground level. Ball fed out here. Kick smothered there off a Kleeman. Comes back here to Hopgood. Has another shot. High kick. Getting back there is Salt. Uncontested mark and in behind the back of the bus. Waste no time. Moves it quickly on because he's got Matthew Yent streaming out. Jackson Field with the smother. Yent's just acknowledging the pass, which he just couldn't hold on. It's three-quarter time around the grounds here on the Caldwell. Loberthal 4-9, Onka Valley 5-3. Yes, due to sums, folks. That's all tied up.
All tied up.
All tied up. Mount Nanbremmer 10-10, Achunga 7-9. Mount Lofty 10-11, Uradla 4-6.
Wow.
And in the country division, it's Kangarilla 8-6, leading Meadows 5-11 down at Uruna. And half-time score we had from Kersbrook. Kersbrook 8-5, leading the Bloods 3 straight.
Yep, well, here's a chance for Sam Williams, who's coat hangered there, so he's going to earn a free kick. Free kick against Billy Stokes. So Williams, is Yent around the action? No, well, he knows. Sander taking a beautiful.
I don't know if that was intended pass there, Benny, but Sam Williams has obviously put it down as one. And also a big cheerio to our regular viewer down there in the warmth of Tasmania, big Bluey Simons. Of course, he'd be like a cat in a fish shop today because the big Bombers supporter, and because Essendon having a win last night over some team. So, yeah, welcome aboard, Blue. And
who's that against?
I don't know, I wasn't watching. No, Collingwood. Meanwhile, action back here, the real action back here was Xander.
That's right. He's moved on.
That's right.
Oh, hello.
That's a great conversion by Xander. I tell you what. Maybe he could play the Bombers kicking goals like that.
Good kick, Jaden, and that is going to be first nail in the coffin, one would feel.
Yeah, good start there by the Magpies. Not what the Roos wanted, that is for sure. 31 points now. The margin, 2 inside 50s, 5 kicks, 5 handballs for Hahndorf. So, well, good start by the Magpies.
Well, here we go, back in the middle again. Luke Giles, and once again Xavier Parker-Bors, just the ever ready. Or Duracell, just keep going, Pistols. He just keeps jumping into the contest. Up he goes again. Chance for the Roos to go forward through Billy Stokes. Inside 50 at ground level. Here's Joel Parker-Bors outside of the boot. Didn't mind that, but it didn't quite come off. Got it out to Giles. And Stokes gets a high tackle. Yes, he does. So Billy Stokes, captain last year, kicks the ball inside 50. Coshell, Hines. Ground level, didn't quite hit the ground level because Williams just beautifully picked it up, cuts it out to Hayden. Hayden works the ball out of the fence, but backing back there and taking a nice relieving mark is Henry Kleinig, who kicked a couple of goals in the third term.
Yep, the former Freeling boy. He's been pretty handy this afternoon. Puts it back in whence it came, but it's all pies back there, and just plucking the ball out of there is Parker-Bors, the Joel variety. And just get rid of Cashel, just clear a bit of runway for his teammate. So, Parker-Bors, high kick. Salt will be the target. Oh, read it so easily. So, Benny Salt.
Just a reminder, likes of Jaron Mail and Riley Clamp still to come back into this side with Jesse Landers.
Absolutely. So, patched up pies this afternoon, but it's been business as usual.
Oh, that's a
Main Street agency of this sort of guy. Williams puts it across to this man who's played a big game today, said, filling the void in ruck. And Xavier Parker-Bors. Back flank area, so just slows down the game. Why not? Side's got a pretty handy lead at the moment. Puts it right in front of our broadcast there. Packs it the big there. The big leak was Landon. Out the back door is big Agiles. draws Salt, who's run on.
Landon.
Gives it back to Landon, round the corner, puts it back. Boson's at ground level control. Here's Williams, finds a bit of space, puts it forward.
Salt.
The box seat is Salt. Opposition Hallahan gets it back to Jayfield. In turn, gets it back to a teammate. Oh, good smother there. Here's a chance for Tripodi. Unselfishly gives it back to the Silky one. Yet she'll curl it round the corner. Perhaps
hello.
in search of the barbecue pack, but has hit the post.
Couldn't quite get that curling action right back.
But it's still looming dangerously here. The Magpies, so 10-10-70 play. Mount Barker 6-2-38.
Yep, Fidge brings the ball in for the Roos. Good overhead mark there by Hines. Quickly moves it on. Here's a chance for the Roos, and the Gecko sees it out of bounds. All right, Pack Pavilion area just to our right. Boundary throw-in here at Benson Radiology Oval in Mount Barker. It's one-way traffic at the moment. Hahndorf 10-10, Mount Barker 6-2. Jolsey got it down, snapped round the corner by Callens into the pocket area. Good defensive work there by Hahndorf, as it's been all day. And it's going to be held up inside 50 here for Mount Barker.
Good to see Braden Hopgood, the skipper, back out there involved in that passage of play, because it would be a bit of a hobbling injury, but back in business now. Ball comes down here, locked up there. Roos tamed the ground. Of course, both sides wearing their Indigenous round jumpers today as the start of NAIDOC week. Had a bit of a ceremony before the match. Here's Hopgood feeding the ball out. Round the corner was Trenord, bouncing ball. Big Giles traps it nicely. Gives it off to a teammate there in field. In turn, go back to Halland. But here's Jensch working the length of the field. Gets a high kick. Getting back under it is Fidge, a former Madam boy.
Yep.
Models a haircut man, apparently.
So Fidge kicks the ball inside 50 for the Roos. Hines is the target. Great work by Hayden. Brought it to ground level.
Oh, well done, young man.
Fantastic. Bosens goes to Williams. And he tries to go to barrel again, and it comes off. Wasn't the cleanest kick. Almost stripped of it in the middle of the ground, Hahndorf, but they'll go in again. And that's holding the ball. No, it's pushing the back.
There's good work there by Xander Benny, who was pinned but followed up. But,
someone's down.
Hahndorf boy down in a little bit of trouble there. Sun beaming down on him. Umpire Dawes has just whistled a bit of proppy as he gets up.
Prenzler?
Could be the young man. Not much of him, so it could be the way to go, young Prenzler.
Just the left arm a little bit there, droopy.
Yeah, chips it forward. Finds the skipper in Hopgood, who's played a very good game this afternoon. Stay tuned, because post-match we had the presentation of the Rossdale Cup, which I suggest may well be staying put in Hahndorf, but also our man Jaden Joe will be out there with all the awards, of course, the most effective and also snag of the day.
Yep. Half forward line. Hahndorf, Braden Hopgood, spent some time off the ground in the third. Oh, brilliant mark. James Tripodi rises above the Roos players there and takes a nice mark. And he'll snap and kick a goal.
Fantastic pack mark there by James Tripodi. He's a past dual premiership skipper. Spent a bit of time away from the club, but back, and certainly, wow. Without Clamp, they've still found some pretty good options towards the goals here today as they've moved on to 11-10. Roos still camped on 6 goals.
Yeah, well done there to Hahndorf. Inside 50 count, 6-4 in favour of them. 20 kicks to 10 in favour of Hahndorf. And just a SNFLW grand final update.
Yes.
The Panthers 1 goal leading Nord 0 quarter time.
It's game on there.
Oh, game on. Fast attacking.
Back in the middle, Mount Barker 6-2, Hahndorf 11-10. 9.5 minutes gone in the final quarter. So Hahndorf controlling the forward entries here. Jens tried to fly and take a chest mark. Here's Salt, I should say. Umpire Dawes in the shadowed area here.
I tell you what, Benny, it is a ominous sign. As I said, a patched up Hahndorf side coming here.
Yep.
We thought the Roos would give them a real run for their money, which they have around the contest, but just not on the scoreboard. And, well, as you said, to get some of those players back, Hahndorf certainly gearing for another assault on the flag. Of course, unbeaten competition leader at this stage.
Yep, ball up situation, inside 50 for the Magpies. Jensch, he tried to get the snag of the day right there. Didn't quite come off. Umpire Dawes says I'll have it again at the 10-minute mark in the final term. Mount Barker 6-2, Hahndorf 11-10. No Jordan Houlihan since first minute mark, and the Roos really haven't got going since then.
No. So, Giles wins it down. Stokes trying to crash his way through. You know, he'll give you an honest effort right to the final siren. Held up, so umpire Dawes, the big men go it again. Giles hits that wide. Ball ends up here with Field. Ethan Field bends the back, finds a bit of space, kicks towards the wing area. But once again, Hahndorf chipping in there. I think it might have been Parker Bowles. Gets the ball across here. So Hahndorf just playing, well, adding their personal possessions as Hayden comes across the ground out here. To Leake. Leake puts it towards, and that's a good strong mark taken by Grivell. Wastes no time, gets to the skipper. Hopgood goes towards the top of the goal square, but here's the veteran Ross Brooks. 25 goals in his illustrious career. Hands the ball off to a teammate. Puts up the line. Here's Callan's got 2 on the 1. Oh, good mark under pressure there from Woody Drummond. Sammy Callans.
Yep, Callans, half back line. He would have racked up the touches. Kick into the middle. Turnover. Here's a chance for Hahndorf. Joel Parker-Bors lace out past the Jensch, and he'd be right on his range here, I reckon. 55 metres out. It's a stumping kick of the footy.
He is. But selfishly puts it out here. He's got a lead in the pocket. And that's virtually really uncontested. Mark it in there.
Xander.
The Xander.
Jaden, what are you noticing?
Well, 9 inside 50s to 5 at the moment. Hahndorf still winning the inside 50 count, and just like Pistol said, playing control football at the moment now, Hahndorf. There's 12 minutes going in this last term.
So Xander with a chance for his second goal of this term.
Good kick.
Towards the top of the square. Close to the line. Finally thumped through. Desperate defence there, boys. We're talking about the possible fitness of Hahndorf here, Benny, but I just noticed that they seem to be the ones running on pretty well. I suppose it's easy to find space when you've got possession of the football. The opposition have to chase it, but the head's down a bit for the Roos, and perhaps a bit of disappointment here that a game that they probably could have penciled in as having a real serious crack here. Well, they were behind the 8 ball from quarter time when they trailed by 18 points.
Yes, they have. Out of side ball, Daniel Lackenby. And that pack's getting closer and closer, isn't it? Around that in the ladder.
Particularly with their result out up for grabs out. They've said it was all tied up at 3/4 time, Loberthal and Onkers, but whoever wins that game will certainly move close to Mount Barker. And of course, your raid look like they're in a bit of strife too, so perhaps the 5 not completely settled yet. As in round 12. Here's a chance for Drum, dispossessed. Grabs the ball now, dispossessed. Stacks on the mill. Rolling pack tight, so umpire Dawes will come in and bowl it up.
Ball's on the interchange side of the ground. 11-11 Hahndorf. Mount Barker 6-2. Hahndorf have kicked goals in this quarter through Xander and Tripodi. Don't go anywhere at the end of the match. Jane J. Hill will be out there, most effective player, and of course the lowest snag of the day for the goal that really brought the house down. There's been a few today, mainly for Hahndorf, but that's up to Jaden, of course, to decide. Great punch there for the Roos, but it's going to come straight back from Jacob Leake. Here we go. What can they do here, Hahndorf? Jensch, good pickup, beautiful stuff. The Salt just needed a bit more chirp there from teammates to let him know he was under the pump. And a good tackle by Fidge.
Yeah, well done to Fidge. He knocked the ball in the picture and it was quickly back into Fitz. So taken by the Roos on the line. I think it might have been Field. Off the ball there, a bit of infringement. So it's going to be a free kick for Mount Barker right in front of Coach Lackenby with his hand to his furrowed brow, I suggest. I don't know if there'll be any niceties tonight, Benny.
Down the road, Achunga 3 points down at the moment against Nambour United.
That's our man Jaden J, who's all over it. He's a bit of a bogey side for the Rams over the years. It's been Southern Demons, Jaden.
Yes, definitely of late. We were there one time, so...
There's Jackson Field in the meantime, puts the Roos forward. Finds a teammate here in Marshall. Ho. Plays on quickly. Up towards Hines. The big man got one wing to it. All done by Hayden. Now got the Parker Boers.
Just very disciplined, aren't they, Hahndorf?
Yeah, there's Kleeman. Yes, they just have confidence in each other. Ball comes back here to Leak. Turn gives it back to Drummond. Here goes long bouncing ball.
Here we go.
Here's Jens, the silky one. Over the top handball into space for Xander. Will it sit for him? Yes. Under good pressure from Hallahan. I just couldn't make the tackle. Xander
that would have been
tried to kill it back.
That would have been a
for
real
minor
contender.
score. But well done by young Hallahan there, Benny. Actually, his third A grade game. He actually started the seasons in the C grade.
Well, last week players were getting bogged up and a lot of mud on the body. Now they're getting cramped.
Well, last week was frostbite. This week sunburn. That's the contrasting conditions here in the Adelaide Hills.
Kick out towards the outer side. 16 minutes gone. Final quarter. Of course, next weekend will be a break for the country champs, and then we'll be back into it the week after that with an important contest. Callan's lace-out pass in the middle of the ground.
Tiedemann. Youngster felt that one, gets up a bit proppy, so perhaps a few blokes will be looking for a week off, Benny. There are a few sore bodies out there.
He goes backwards.
Jackson Field, I think this is.
So Field kicks into the middle of the ground. Watch out, Kleeman. Great work. Brings it to ground level. Can he find a teammate or go again himself? Well done. Gets it to Xander. Xander gets it out to Jacob Leak, and they're on here through Salt.
Yeah, Salt shreds it back, comes back to Leak. Well played, Pies. They just have that confidence. Up forward, that's a very good tumbling mark by the young big man in Kemp. And only second game of A-grade footy. Certainly showing a ready-made A-grade footballer, that's for sure. So the big man has been serviceable this afternoon, so it'd be good if he could chop off that game with a goal here. He's first for the game, second in his career. Of course, kicked one on debut last week against Ichunga, so we're in the famous number 57. Who's the most famous 57 in Hahndorf?
Jaden will find that out.
I reckon that might be Kemp.
Great kick.
Gets to the top of the square. Giles just helps it over the line for a minor score. So the Magpies, as the sun starts to sink in the west, still shining brightly at Dublin, I'd suggest. Might be morning over there. Keith White having a Guinness for breakfast. The ball comes out here, taken by Williams. Well done, Worthley. The Gecko gets it back, dispossesses Big Hines, tries to shrug his way clear. Well stolen by Parker Bowles. That's fantastic stuff. Here's the chance for young man Kemp. Has a bit of an airy under pressure. Goes back at ground level. Well done. Great second effort by the youngster in the second game of A-grade football. In fact, held the ball in there nicely. So Coach Matt Golding would be impressed with that effort.
Yes, he would. Ball half forward line for the Pies. Roos clear the ball from the half-back line there through Ethan Field, taken by Grivell. Grivell for Hahndorf, high ball. It's gone the required distance. Who's going to take a mark? No one. Ground level, Roscoe Brooks, the experienced campaigner on the left boot. Xavier Parker Bowers takes a relieving mark across the half-back line. Switches play out. I think that's Prenzler back on, is it? Taped up. Meantime, it's just near the interchange bench area. It's going to be kicked forward here by the Pies. I think it's Xander. Will fly now.
He's grabbed it.
That is the mark of the game.
They had a fantastic grab there.
Let's have a look at that on the replay. That was an absolute ripper.
So Xander thought about centering the ball. Fantastic.
Beautiful.
Probably the Luigi's Fish Shop catch of the day there.
Come on board.
So Xander sets towards the top of the square.
Another one coming up.
Lumbering out with Big Kemp. Ball comes to ground level, trying to thread his way through with Trenorden. Goes to ground under pressure. Rouge get out of trouble. Taken here by the Gecko. The Whiz, Tommy Worthley, puts up the line towards Hines. He's got two to beat. Good defence by Sam Hayden. It's called by Benny Goldfinch. Comes to the skipper and Hop, good call. Gets it back to Joel Parker Bowles. Intercepted by Hurley and quick hands. Got it across to Kleinig. Goes across the ground. Open paddock here. The foot races on. First get there will be Dylan Hopgood for the Pies. Has plenty of times to steady. Puts towards centre forward. Salt territory. Over the top. Ball at ground level. Jens Limbering comes back to Salt. Dispossessed. Clearing handball comes to Zorb Aitchison. gets them out of trouble with a long kick.
Towards the half-forward line. 3 Hahndorf players there by the looks of it. Now Barker trying to wheel the ball forward there by Shell. Ball flicked out. I think that was Leak. Meantime, Troy Parker-Bors with a short pass. Finds a teammate there in Drummond. So Drummond just around from the interchange bench area. Almost at the 20-minute mark. 41 points the margin. And a relieving mark there for the Roos. Play on though. Players crash in. Here's Mount Barker moving the ball along the wing area or into the middle of the grounds, taken by Parker-Bors. So Joel Parker-Bors. Short lead up pass there taken by Salt. So Salt waiting for some options. Salt kicks it forward. On the lead is Xander. Went over the top of his head and that's gone out of bounds. So a relieving kick coming up here by Fidge it will be. Or a boundary throw-in. Fidge with the ball. Moves it on. The umpire says have to go back around the mark. 41 points the margin. 21 minutes ticking over.
I tell you what, who's going to get the VY Sunglasses Award today? Props to the commentators. We're looking straight westerly here. The sun's straight in our eyes as it sets over to Nullarbor. So just a little bit difficult picking up the players there, particularly in these jumpers. So very similar here in Indigenous round. Ball comes up over the top. Hayden got his hand to it. First to get there be Kleeman. Got assistance from Parker-Bors. Here comes Alex Houlihan right in front of the Rudeberger shed. Barbecue area. Nicely packed today. Good crowd in the house. Why not traditional rivals doing battle here? But it'll be the Hahndorf fans going home with the biggest smiles as they lead 11-13 to 6-2 at the moment. Mount Barker haven't actually scored this quarter, so they'd like to get something on the board here in the dying moments. Comes out here. Good side tap there. Ball kick forward. Here's Cashel. Ball comes to ground. Taken by Tedderman. The youngster has a blaze at goals bouncing. But fortuitous bounce there. Ooh. Didn't come back enough for a goal, but that would have been perhaps the snag of the day. But at least they must have been listening to me because their first score for the quarter, a minor one, Jaden, as they race on to 6-3.
Yeah, they do. So Barker's still trying at the moment. It's 11-13, to 6-3, but positive signs as Joel Parker-Bowles. He's had a good game. He's going to bring it out for Hahndorf. Benny.
Yeah, yes. Joel Parker-Bowles brings the ball in, laser-like pass, finds Salt. Get a few more stats from Jaden before he heads out there at the 22.5 minute mark. Maybe the next boundary throw-in, just a recap of what's been going on. So Salt twirls the ball around in the shadows there at the outer side, kicks it along the grandstands or the interchange wing area. Now Barker got players there, stripped of it though. Put this down for a goal, I reckon. Xander on the run. There we go.
The goal umpire never moved there, Benny. It was straight over his head. Well called.
Stripped of it, and Hahndorf, like seagulls around the chips, pluck it and run on. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Well, camera's picking it up. Here we go.
So we apologise for the sun into the camera, but you can see Xander. Great finish on the run.
Jaden, what's going on in this quarter?
So 20 inside 50s to 7, I believe, and Hahndorf had 62 inside 50s last week, and I'll suggest that would be up there as well. Probably a bit more efficient than last week as well, would suggest. So well done to the Magpies. They've been good around the contest and had some good, running goals as well today.
As we mentioned pre-match, Mount Barker came into this game only scoring 14 points less than Hahndorf, but in this game, as you can see on the scoreboard, 12-13 to 6-3, they've been really found out by a very tight Magpie defence. So the ball won here by Parker-Bors is certainly taken over the mantle and ruck in the absence of Jesse Landers, as it's Sturt, and also Huxtable, who's travelling, I believe. So ball goes forward, Hopgood there, ball comes down. Roos trying to run the ball out. They've met a stone wall there. Go to the ground. Umpire Bow will come in. Of course, the officiating umpires today: Scott Bow, Bruce Dawes, Jason Schultz, Riley Connor, Harry Schultz, Harrison Connor, Robin Wood-Crompton and Alan Christian in the goals, and of course we'd like to thank their umpire supporters. Of course, Cherry Glen Osmond, Mount Pleasant Butcher, Sterling Hotel, Mortgage Choice through Matt Adam, Appel and Sports Power Mount Barker. Thank you for your support of the men in green, as one of them makes a decision, that being the Academy boy. So it looks like there'll be another throw-in in the dying stages of this game here now. which certainly, even at half-time, still promised a lot, but in the second half, Hahndorf just been, very dominant.
Yep, Callens with the ball, trying to get the ball out. Boundary throwing coming up. Inside 50 here for the Pies. One-way traffic since the start. It's a free kick here for Callens. Would be the leading possession winner, one would feel, for the Roos. Puts his teammate under pressure. Comes off though for Tedderman through the middle of the ground. Grivell couldn't quite take the mark. Goes in again. Hines coming through off the line. Trying to get the handball out here at the Roos, but it's Hahndorf through the middle of the ground with a chain of handballs. Here's Bosens. He's looking for some running support out wide. Finds Dylan Hopgood. So Hopgood lines up his options, and that's that, as Kemp is hit on the chest, but that's after the siren. And Hahndorf have got the chocolates today, quite comfortable, 12-13 to 6 goals 3. J. Hill, any final thoughts before you head out there with the most effective player in the Lowe's snag of the day?
Well, good win there by Hahndorf. They did have a bit of a slow start. Mount Barker brought the pressure early, but Hahndorf re-evaluated and went from there. So there were some moments where you thought Mount Barker could come into the contest at stages, but Hahndorf were just too strong, and that's why they're on the top of the ladder for a reason. So well done to the Magpies there. Had about 20 inside 50s in that last quarter as well. So well done to them.
So in the end, a convincing win. 46 points, I believe. So they held sway, as I said, 3 unanswered goals in the first term, so it was an 18-point lead to the Magpies at quarter time. Held to 20 points at half time, then 25 points at 3/4 time, so still a chance for the Roos, but in the last quarter just kicking one behind where Hahndorf added on 3-goal 4. So in the end, Hahndorf Magpies have run out convincing winners 12-13 to 6-3 to retain the Rossdale Cup, played annually between the two sides on a rotation hosting basis. So as we said, obviously Mount Barker hosting today, but the visitors in Hahndorf taking out the victory. As we said, Jaden J. Hill, our man, will be heading out to Benny to get everything. In fact, we get cards and letters from people saying, can't you put Jaden's post-match on early? They don't like sitting through the game. Just hang off seeing the great man in action. So
it's all about Jaden, isn't it?
Cards and letters.
We get through the match and then it's all about him.
It is.
There he goes.
We'll have to talk to our producer. Maybe you do your own introduction for him, Tommy. I'll get the special music. A bit of a fanfare.
Take us through it. Have you got that on file? Oh.
So both teams, good battle. Actually played hard, but fair. But as I said, Mount Barker, it might be a case of where to now for them. It's, they might have had some inclination that they might have done a little bit better here. And mind you, they're not the only side who will lose to Hahndorf this year, but as we just wait now for the two teams to gather for the after-match presentations. The sun's starting to set in the west. Stay with us because shortly we'll be having the post-match wrap.
Update from SNFLW.
Yes.
2 goals now for the Panthers, leading Norwood 1 point, so it's starting to get on there.
Oh, yeah. That our girl Lucy Northcott, be interested to see how she's going.
Don't go anywhere. We're just got the presentations happening shortly.
Just one scorer has come through. We can tell you A-grade full-time at Mount Lofty 13-13 have defeated the Radler 7-7. So a good win to the Devils over at the Cabbage Patch. Vital game. Nan Bremwell, the final score, they've actually won by 9 points. So just getting over Chunga down there. So to bring you that full score, but Nan Bremer by 9 points. And in Division 2, Kangarilla our boys, Benny. They've had another good win over Meadows. Kangarilla 10-13, Meadows 5-12.
Yep.
So the early season bubble was more than burst for the Meadows, and Coach Georgie Dorr, after 4 rounds,
Got to find a forward.
Would have been thinking, how easy is this? So that's the nature of being a coach in the world of football, I suppose, or world of sport.
Here we go.
All right.
Mount Barker President Matt Schultz, by the looks of it.
Absolutely do the presentation. So without further ado,
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. I'd now like to invite Mike and Stan from Rossdale Homes to come out. Since 2010, Rossdale Homes has been supporting the game between Hahndorf and Mount Barker. Both clubs, we're really grateful for your support. Well done to Hahndorf today. I'm going to ask Brady to come out and collect the stamps from Rossdale Homes. Mount Barker Footy Club, no good today, we didn't get the chocolates. Rossdale are still very generous in their support of us, so we do get a nice little reward for that. I'm going to ask Samuel to collect that. Now going to hand over to Mike to present the best players for the day. Thanks, Matt. Best player today is the Hahndorf Footy Club, Troy Parker Bowles. Second best from Mount Barker Footy Club, Blake. Third best today is from Hahndorf, from the family, Zadie. Thank you very much, everybody, and well done to both sides. Well done
all right, there's been official presentations, and of course Hahndorf Football Club taking out the Rossdale Cup Challenge match for remaining undefeated in these contests against Mount Barker since 2019. And our man Jaden J Hill, he's down there with the snag of the day, and also the most effective player. Looks like he's going to do the snag of the day first. Without further ado, for those people who tune in just for this, down to take us through it is that man Jaden J Hill.
Thanks, Pistols. So here with Braden Hopgood, the skipper, led his side beautifully today. Kick snagged the day as well in the second quarter. Great goal there, mate. Take us through it.
Yeah, thank you. There wasn't much to it. I just put it on the boat and it went through. So yeah, pretty happy with that one.
Played many roles for Hahndorf throughout the years as well, and just take us through your footy this year as well, and your role.
Yeah, so I've taken on a bit of a new role throughout the midfield this year. Generally it was off the half back, but enjoying it in there. Obviously, yeah, it's been great. So the boys have been good, and yeah, hopefully we can achieve the ultimate this year.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously without Riley Clamp for today, maybe for a couple of weeks' time, how did the forward line structure today?
I'm pretty happy with the structure still. Like, we got a lot of young talent, Prenzler and Danny Zander down there. So we do, in saying missing Clamp as much as we do, we still structure up pretty good.
And before I talk to Xavier, how about his performance today? Been pretty good in the ruck in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, been undermanned in that department. So take us through his game.
Yeah, definitely. Zabo, he's played an unreal game today, as he does every week for us. He's a gun. That's all I have to say.
Well, congratulations on the goal, congratulations on the win. Good luck for the rest of the year. Cheers, thanks, Braden. Cheers, thank you very much. Cheers. And ask Xavier over here. And Xavier's got the Archies and the beanie as well. And congratulations on the win today and your performance, Xavier. Just take us through it.
It was pretty tough. We thought we were going to come into it. We were undermanned a little bit, especially in the height department. Had a few ruckmen out. Sort of left me to do a bit of the ruck work. We just said from the word go, we're just going to take each quarter at a time, really. Just like we wanted to win every quarter. I don't know if we got that done, but yeah, it was just a pleasing effort by everyone, really. So.
Yeah, and if you can give us an insight more into that, because obviously at training it would be a bit different, because no ruckman as well. So for a few different training roles for yourself.
Yeah, we sort of do. It does get to gives a chance for some of the youngest, bigger fellas to give it a go as well. To add me in there, it's just like a bit of an extra midfielder rather than ruckman. But we do at training get to throw it around a bit. Yeah, give some young fellas a go and just get things done.
Yeah, for sure. And obviously had a really close game against Nan a couple of weeks ago, and then over at Chunga as well, and a pretty good performance. Obviously, Mount Barker a good side. Just take us through what it was like leading up to the game.
Leading up to the game, after coming into a big game like Nan away, was just it was as much as a mental challenge as a physical challenge. We just knew that we had to get that done. Then we get a bit of a not say break at all, like where you can just take it a little 1 week at a time with then a Chunga at home. We just had to make sure that we're still flat at a Chunga, because no one's got the chocolates already before the game starts. Once we got that done, we just again reset the clock. We start at 0-0 every time you play. So we just got to reset every game and go from there.
Yeah, sure. Well, congrats on the win and congrats on your performance, Xavier, and good luck for the rest of the year, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers. Back to you guys.
Good on you, Jaden. That was sensational stuff. Great work, Jaden. He's up and about. He's almost still out there while the next game's being played. That's how much he was taking us through it there. And Xavier Parker-Bors and Braden Hopgood make their way off the ground as the sun sets here, Pistols. And Jaden's very happy with his work. Very happy with it.
As he should be. We'll get cards and letters. They just love to hear the dulcet tones of the great man there. So bear with us. We're just waiting on the arrival of a successful coach. He might send his deputy today, who knows. But either way, it'll be a representative of Hahndorf, and what a good win it has been. 12-13 to 6-3. So in the end, 46 points. Just run through the goal kickers. Matthew Yench kicked 3. Braden Hopgood with 2, including the snag of the day, Jaden, which was very good. Zander with 2 in the last quarter. Of course, Tripodi, Bosents, Xavier Parker-Bors getting involved. Also in young Prenzler. And well for the Roos, Koshel kicked 2, Kleinig 2, and singles to Tiedemann and Bennett's. But as we said, we'll be back shortly. Just stay tuned with Matt Golding, the successful Hahndorf coach, and Jaden will be with him and will take us through everything then. So just hang on. In fact, Matt Golding has arrived now. So just here
he is again.
We will be back in about a couple of minutes with Matt Golding. Call of the Wild, round 12 wrap of Hills Football League action, and we've been joined by the successful coach. He's becoming a regular when we do their games, but Hahndorf coach Matt Golding has joined us post-match after their victory today. Matt, thanks for joining us, mate, and in the end, and not being towards Mount Barker, but a little bit easier than perhaps what you expected in the second half.
Yeah, maybe. I think the scoreboard certainly maybe indicates that, but I thought the game was pretty contested, and they had some chances, and certainly sort of towards half time and sort of third quarter when they got those 3 goals in a row, I think it was. We thought, this is going to be another tight finish, similar to last time we played them, but the guys sort of grounded out pretty well in the last quarter. So, yeah, pleased to get the result, that's for sure.
I think we mentioned the call, and of course our man Jaden will take us all through those stats in a while, but the stats sort of indicated that they were around the contest, breaking even with the Magpies, but across half back they just couldn't penetrate that defensive line, and I thought Zach Grivell, one of the best games I've seen him play today, obviously back there Sammy Hayden doing the job, just the entire defence, as you said, just stifled their opportunities to get to the goal front.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know what, to be fair to Mount Barker, like you don't plan on in the first 30 seconds your number one forward going down with what looked like a pretty bad hamstring, I think. So that's unfortunate for Jordan and for Lackers, and that kind of changed the complexion a little bit, I guess. The first sort of minute when they went down, we thought, gee whiz, they've gone tall down forward, and we were a little bit concerned about matchups. So Koshel, Hines, Houlihan, and then Daniel Bennett's down there as well. So we were thinking about, gee whiz, what do we do here? And by the time we sort of thought about it, poor old Geordie was limping off. So I guess it balanced out after that okay for us, but outside of that we would have been stretched a little and had to sort of reshuffle the deck. So our back half did a really good job, and when there's some pressure on the ball, those guys can sort of mark and intercept and spoil the ball quite well. So Troy, I thought was outstanding, as was Sam Hayden. Grieve, Joel Leake in his first game back for 4 or 5 or 6 weeks.
Yeah, ran the
I
game
thought it was pretty strong, so it was a good day for everyone, but especially the guys down back.
Hey, you talk about planning. You came into the game, obviously, at the start of the season, losing a 6-time premiership ruckman and Daniel Roberts, who always knew he was going to be a big hole, not just physically, but the way he plays the game. Then Jesse Landers, who you've had, not a lot of him because he's down at Sturt and also work commitments. Then Huxtable's unavailable today, so Zabin Parker-Bowles. What a fantastic job he did today in ruck. He's so athletic, like there was one passage of play there, he took the knock, went to ground level, followed the ball up, got the ball back and kicks the goal. So he's a man who does everything, and so just versatility you have.
That's kind of the theme, I guess. Like, he's got to compete at the ruck contest, but we do feel we've got that extra mid around the ball when the ball's on at ground level. So he does that really well, and his leap and his he's sort of really dynamic and kind of powerful in terms of his athleticism. So he can do a good job and break even at a lot of the ruck contests, and then give us some drive and another sort of ball carrier around the ball. So he's had a really strong year, and I thought he was really good today as well.
Jade thought he was pretty good, as you see. He got the beanie and the Archies.
Yeah, for sure he did. Yeah, definitely had a good performance, and no Riley Cramp, and obviously Matt Yench was up forward to take us through that as well. Yeah, exactly. So Matt's pretty keen on it. Whenever we can kind of get him in the front half, he's pretty keen to do that. So he was into me pretty early in the week about it. And then the way it kind of fell, like we didn't have a whole heap of aerial presence forward of the ball. So I thought James Kemp did a good job. Ben Salt probably had his best game for the year. And we just thought maybe Matt out the goal square with his kind of craft and experience could do a good job. I think kick 3, probably missed a couple, would back him to kick, I think. But yeah, he contributed pretty well, and he's always keen to get in the front half and try and kick a goal. So that was a good effort from him.
Just on that, you mentioned him, the young man Kemp playing centre forward, arguably the hardest position on the ground. Didn't look like he had a place, only his second game. He must have been pleased, and there was one passage of play in the last quarter, I think it was, he brought the ball to ground, just his second and third effort was superb for a young man.
Definitely, and that's what we've noticed from him in the B grade over the last couple of years, just the way he competes, spills the ball, crushes the packs. He takes his share of marks, but it's the other elements of the game that we really like about him, and we've got some dangerous sort of smaller forwards up there. All they need to do is sort of bring the ball to ground and give them a chance, and he does that really well. So debuted last week, like you mentioned, in the wet, and then I thought did a really good job today, not just across half forward, but sort of second rucked for most of the day. So again, we couldn't really second ruck one of the defensive boys because of the matchups, so we had to try and find a rest for Zabe, and it was Kempy that did it and did a good job.
There's only been 2 games that you've lost the inside 50 count, and by my stars, I would suggest that you won that today. I thought what was really impressive is you got the ball inside 50 in many different ways. Ben Salt, I thought, was good working up the ground. What did you think about that and the way you got it inside forward 50?
Yeah, looked terrific. I thought Ben had a really strong day. And again, sort of competing in the air and often outsized in terms of height and weight, I guess. I thought he did a really good job against some bigger defenders. But again, we kind of felt that we could try and move the ball as quickly as we could to moving forwards. That was going to be a better opportunity for I guess a smaller forward line than just kind of bombing it long. Not that we try and do that even when Riley's playing, but he's got the ability to take a big pack mark. But I thought we did a pretty good job today and sort of played the game out pretty well from that point of view. Yeah.
So we head into another break before the run home, sitting undefeated on top of the ladder. Obviously, it's not a scenario that you have not accustomed to. And as we know, the last 2 years, unfortunately, not finishing off with the grand prize. Are you going to change anything up this year? Are you approaching that preparation towards the final differently, Matt?
Yeah, it's a good question. Probably haven't got that sort of advanced. It's really, I know it's a boring answer, but we're really just sort of worried about the next one that's coming in front of us.
One game at a time.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it's along those lines. We've got a bit of a plan, I guess. So we're at the summit every Tuesday night for the next couple of months, which gives us a great sort of training base because you can do a lot more out there than you can do at Hahndorf this time of year with the conditions.
How is the People's Ground looking?
And the rainfall. It was in some strife last Saturday, but it's improved. Sorry, the summit you're talking about?
Yes.
Pristine.
Yes.
Yeah, pristine.
The other People's Ground is not too good down at Pretzel Park, so to speak.
That's right. Yep, spot on. So a huge difference between the two. So we did a full session.
So
there
how's that
Tuesday.
affect you as a coach? Sorry, as a coach, obviously playing on such a hard deck, as far as physically hard and boggy and everything, does that upset your plan and the way you want the side to play? Because obviously it's more difficult to play in slippery, sloppy conditions in a hard deck.
It's a pretty good question. I found that last year we were pretty good on the heavy tracks.
Yes.
And probably towards the back end of the year, not so good on the harder, dry track. So I guess that has a little impact on what we want to try and get our game style around that sort of holds up in big games late in the year. So I guess that ties into doing something marginally different to last year. So hopefully that holds us in good stead.
All right, so what's the plan? Do you give the boys the week off for the country championships? And do you have, because the Parker Bowl boys obviously played zone footy last year, any Hahndorf players involved this year?
Yeah, look, I think Troy and Joel are keen to go again.
Yep.
Noah Prenzler got a bit of a knock today, so I think he's involved, but I'm not sure how he's going to pull up. And then I think Ben Salt was keen as well. So I think we've got four guys in the mix. I'm not sure exactly how it plays out, but four guys have got some interest in that. So we'll see what happens there. But rest of the squad, correct, week off.
Yep.
So when I say week off, it's Tuesday night off. And then we've got with one of our sponsors, KX Pilates at Mount Barker. We've got them in the Pilates room on Thursday night.
I'd like to see the videos of that. That'd be quite interesting, wouldn't it?
I won't be there, but I'm sure someone will take some pics for sure.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, Matt, we appreciate, as always, your accessibility to come and have a chat to us. And, it's been a pretty good win today. And, bit similar to the Courier Cup, the trophy, the Rossdale Cup, stays bolted like the New Yacht Club, which has moved to Hahndorf.
There you go.
Fantastic. All right, thanks for joining us, Matt.
Thanks, Pistols.
All the best for the rest
Thanks,
of the season.
Good man.
All right, we might have a look at the other scores before we wrap up here. Fairman, Jade and Jay, there we are, round 12 results. Of course, the game today, Matt Golding joining us, 12-13 to 6-3, so a dominant second half got them over the line. Thriller out there, I believe. Scores were tied up at 3/4 time, but in the end it was the Tigers getting over the line. 6-11 to 6-7, so that's an important game in lieu of the finals. And also another game that was important in lieu of the finals, Mount Lofty 13-13 defeating Uradla 7-7, so it just closes up that fight for fifth spot. And in the other game, Nam survived a big comeback by Chunga. Chunga seemed to be a bit of a bogey side for the Rams out there, don't they, Jaden? So 11-12 to 10-9 in the end, getting over the line there. And Bremer, who's retained second spot going into the break for the country championships next week. And I think country division, if we have a couple of those. There we are. Kangarilla going on nicely at the moment. 10-13 defeating their old rivals Meadows 5-12. The reigning premier, the Magpies, got to like them, Matt Golding. 10-10 Gumaraka defeating Torrens Valley 6-7. And Kersbrook, well, they're sitting a bit form. Back-to-back wins now. 15-9 defeated Macclesfield 7-7. So that just about does it here on the Call of the Wild. So just thank all our sponsors and our support team for doing a great job. Don't forget, next week we're having a bit of a break. We'll be going on holidays. I'll probably going down to TAB with Matt Golding to watch the horses, but we'll be back on July the 20th when the season resumes with another top grade match. So thanks to Tommy, thanks to Rohit, thanks to your great work, Jaden, as always, taking us through everything, and thank you very much to Benny Goldfitz, and of course thank you to Matt Golding for joining us. So until we talk to you again in a couple of weeks' time, keep chasing your goals, and till then, bye for now.